Hello there, everybody. Welcome to the Sunfall Cycle. I got you again, you suckers.
Yep, that's the thing.
Every time.
You thought you could have an emotional conversation about your feelings in anime, but you can't. Not
You
here.
can't. It's
here.
not possible.
How's it going, y'all? So excited to see you after our time away.
Yay! How was your trip, Jesse?
I don't remember what I did, but great.
Oh, good.
Great. I don't remember why I was gone.
It was PAX. You were at PAX East.
Oh, I mean, yeah. I think I spent about 5 hours total at actual PAX.
That sounds about right.
I valued me not getting sick over me playing games that I'll eventually play anyway. So, yeah. I went to PAX, did some panels, and then was like, I did a few meetups, was like, y'all, I'm not going to stick around all that much, but if you want to find me here, touch my elbow, call it a life, let's move on. It was great. We did a live show at the Hard Rock Cafe, which was weird. Who would have thought that would have been a thing? And then, yeah, I mean, then I came home, and that's it. Here I am. I'm back, baby. And I'm here with the, four of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, would I rather have spent it at home with 4 internet compadres as we delve deep into a dungeon? Sure. But,
Sure.
you know, sometimes you have to go out to the people. You have to give them what they want. You got to give them the cocks. Got to give them cocks, if you know what I'm saying. You got to be like, you want some of this?
And they do.
Weirdly
They do.
enough, strangely, to this day, a decade later, still they want it. That's the best relationship I've ever had, really. So,
Man, Jesse, that's incredible.
and your
that you've been doing
fans.
this for a decade.
Oh my God. I want to see Jesse do. Jesse, we need to do like Sunset Boulevard, but with you in it.
can I tell you something amazing? If you want to see, you know, it's not Sunset Boulevard, but if you want to do like a dance number with me, all I'm saying is, I think I tweeted out a few days ago during our live show, I did Shake It Off live in front of a crowd, and it was the best Taylor Swift you'll ever see.
Can we do a dance show?
I got a
Can
whole
I
like
believe it.
Taylor Swift Shake It Off dance. I do. It is great. A lot of jiggling, but it's good. People
Is the
love
dance like interpretive, or do you do the dance where it's like storytelling in a way?
it. Well, isn't that what interpretive dance is? Really?
Well, it is, but there's also
storytelling
like the
through body?
direct, like shake it off, like you know what I mean, where you're trying
No,
to
I-
physically do what the words are saying versus like you're just
Um,
doing what you feel that the music makes you feel.
I did what I felt because at the point that I started dancing, I was, I'm going to say 8 shots in. So, you know, I was doing the dance that came to me through the veil of fog that was no shits given.
How do you even do 8 shots?
I'd be on the floor.
I'm
I
asleep.
can't. I used to be able to do that. I can't
Yeah.
do that. I
Here's
have
the
like
thing.
four drinks in a whole night, and I'm like, oh, I'm
When
so
fans-
hungover.
And you're out for 2 days.
Yeah,
When fans buy you shots,
you go hard.
you
don't
drink
say
those
no.
shots and then you beg them to stop. And when they bring you more, and you're like,
You
please,
drink those too.
please, we are going to be sick. You suffer through, and then you wake up the next day, and your whole body hurts, and you realize, oh my God, I'm closer to 40 than I am 30, and I'm slowly dying. Please stop doing this. Why did I do this? And then you go get a breakfast, and you eat that breakfast, and you feel terrible all day. Then you get on a plane, fly home with like a
Oh.
rock in your gut, and you're like, oh. And then you get home, and then you lay on a couch all day and catch up on TV that you probably shouldn't watch
Dude.
anyway. That was me.
I don't know if I have any fans, but if I do, can y'all just buy me fries instead? Because I'll kill like several orders of fries. But if you buy
12
me shots, I'm
Shots of French fries.
Yeah, if you could just buy me fries, the steak fries, I will happily down all of them. But I don't know about the shots.
All
you
right,
know?
important question. On a fry chart,
Mhm.
Okay.
give me an order. Steak, curly,
Mhm.
waffle, seasoned.
Seasoned number 1.
Yeah, like
Seasoned
seasoned
fries.
regular, like
Yes,
smaller
yeah,
French
but
fries.
with like, you know, like not just like we fried those bitches, but
Seasoned.
like with a little like
Well,
seasoning.
seasoned, yeah, no,
yeah.
those for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
What is
Seasoned's at the
seasoned?
top.
Seasoned curly waffle steak.
Ooh,
So
what about sweet
I feel
potato?
like
Hold on,
My-
I'm missing what seasoned means. real quick.
My assumption here is that generally speaking, waffle fries are also seasoned, and that's the kicker, right?
They are, but they're in a waffle shape. They're not in the
Right,
stick
I'm talking
shape.
about
Yeah.
like regular fries, but see, everyone knows
Like
like a regular
Old
fry,
Bay,
it doesn't
right?
matter. I'm saying regular fry seasoned, waffle fry, however the hell they make the waffle fries.
Are we
curly,
talking like
and then
we're
steak?
talking like Five
Like
Guys
Cajun?
Cajun seasoning?
Yeah,
Yeah,
kinda.
that's Old Bay. It's celery, salt,
Yeah.
Sometimes
or,
truffle
yeah,
salt if
cumin,
you're at a
low
classy
cumin, and a lot of
place.
cayenne. Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
My order
that
is
all day.
alarmingly similar to Brit's because I would say seasoned, curly, and then I would swap the last two, steak and then waffle.
So
What?
like
I
a
gotta
big fry,
depart
guys.
here.
Yeah,
I
it's
gotta
pretty
go
close.
waffle.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Waffle on top. I don't know. Every
Yeah,
time I get
I'm
the
going with
opportunity,
you.
it's just
You're
so
on
much
top of the
crisp and
waffle.
crunch.
Okay.
Oh,
Waffle fries
I'm
are
with
good.
you,
good.
Steven.
Waffle, curly. No, wait. Waffle seasoned, curly
Mhm.
steak, because steak fries usually when you get those steak fries, it's like here's a big, thick, soft, sad piece of
Sometimes
potato.
they're crispy.
If they're crispy, they're good.
Yeah, and it's hard
Also,
to find
yeah.
them.
We're arguing them based on their best performance.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We're
Well,
arguing them
okay,
in their
yeah.
best.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Where would you put a tater tot in that equation?
I
Oh.
love tater tots.
Because for me, tater tots might be number one.
Tater tots might be number one. I actually just ate tater tots for breakfast on Sunday. I
tater tots.
love
They're the
tater
best for
tots.
breakfast.
They make tater tots at Twitch like once or twice a week for breakfast too. I go in on
Yeah.
tater tot day.
God, I'd rather just
Underrated
have like
breakfast.
They're
Nice.
so
some sort
good.
of hash
Crispy,
brown.
though.
Like a hash brown would be great.
Hash
That's
browns
what
are
a tater
okay.
tot is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but like,
right?
It's a
Yeah.
cylinder.
but like not in tot form, just like in the mash. Like it's like this three.
You
and
can mash
up those
tater
bastards.
tots.
Look,
Yeah,
You
but then
can
they're
do
not
that.
tater tots.
It's
The whole
not
point of
my
a tater
fault.
tot is that it's like a pop. It pops in your
Oh.
mouth, and then it's crunchy on the outside and soft on the inside.
you just pop
It's
the
a
top
tater
in your
pop.
mouth.
You can't pop a hash brown
Pop.
pile in your mouth.
Once you pop the top, don't stop.
A little bit of garlic, a little bit of onion, a little bit of jalapeno or serrano if you're feeling
Mm.
frisky.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Dude,
breakfast.
Smashburger makes like a rosemary
Yeah,
like-
rosemary's. Yeah.
fries, and those are really good. They're too
Oh,
greasy
yeah.
sometimes, but if they were crispy, they'd be the shit. I don't know. French fries are really potatoes are great, guys.
I like
Potatoes
They
are
are.
the
We haven't even gotten into
god-tier
the
food.
chips.
They are.
You know, sometimes when they make like potato wedges or potato chips that are like the
Mhm.
cut and the thing, man,
Mhm.
potato. What can't it do?
I mean, I'm gonna
Drive a car.
next time I see you all, I'm gonna bring like an entire crate of Indian potato chips
Yeah.
because like the
So-
Lays in India are different, and you can't get them
Amazing.
here. But like they have like masala Lays, and they have like
Oh my god.
it's still like all the Lays and the like. That's like the major thing I miss about living in Punjab is like our potato chips. The flavors are
Wait,
It's-
okay, all right. You hit us with masala. What else we got? We got like, is it like in the UK where it's like prawn flavored?
no. They have like tomato mirchi,
Vinegared
and they have
onions.
like tikka masala. And then they have like, they have like 18 different flavors of just like, it's usually spicy, but like they have like a spicy tomato one is like the one I remember the most for some reason.
That sounds good.
That's just like a dried form of like Bobby.
What?
Yeah,
right?
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of them are.
I'm like here for that.
Yeah. Oh, I found a bunch of them. So they have, wait, okay, here we go. They have, so they have tikka masala, then they have magic masala. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know the
All right,
difference between
that is
those
a
two.
great magic masala. Magic masala sounds like a Shadowrun character.
Yes.
I'm low key
Like a
angry, but
celebrity.
you're right. There's other ones too. I can't remember them all. Those are like the two big ones I remember. And then apparently the tomato tango is the Spanish flavor that we used to get over there. Well, it's not an Indian flavor, but they sell the international flavors over there, and they're really good.
Have you ever had voodoo chips?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Voodoo
Yeah.
flavored chips. I don't know what the hell the flavor's supposed to be, but I love those things.
Yeah.
That's
Agree.
some fake ass flavor, but it's good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, that shit's
True.
gonna kill me. I can't wait. All right,
Whoa, there's Thai flavored.
Thai flavor.
What
anything.
is this?
Sweet chili. It's all good.
They got everything. What? This is so cool.
Wait, what do you mean? Are you buying
This
it?
is I'm googling it right now. I might.
Straight
Nah,
up.
I can't have chips in my house. I'll eat them all. That's like the number one reason I don't get them. If they're in my house, I'll devour them. But holy shit, these flavors! I'm here for it. What does Spanish tomato tango taste like?
It tastes like almost like spicy ketchup, kind of,
Okay.
but not like in a nasty way.
No,
Spicy ketchup, but in a good
Have
way.
you ever had like Maggie? Have you ever had spicy
Yeah.
Maggie? It's
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of like that. Yeah. Because I don't know. I don't really consider Maggie to be ketchup. It's like its own thing.
no.
This
So
is
it's
like
like
the spicy version of Maggie.
so then could you so how spicy? So when I think of spicy ketchup, I think of like gochujang.
No, it's not that spicy.
Okay.
Gochujang is really spicy.
Gochujang.
I would eat
Gochujang.
gochujang potato chips 100%.
I
locked in.
should try to make those. I use gochujang
Everything.
in my Well, I
It's
make
tradition.
Korean tofu soup every Sunday for Sean
Aw.
for dinner. So I use gochujang.
Wow, every
And
Yeah.
Sunday.
Every
That's
Sunday?
It's the Sunday night meal.
Sunday
we go to the
soups.
KP market.
You
We
make
go to,
Sunday soup day?
we go to the
So
Korean
cute. That's so
market.
cute.
Get the
What?
ingredients, and then I make Sunday night.
I don't
dinner.
even get like monthly
Cute.
soup.
I'll come over. I'll come over,
Oh.
Jesse. I'll come over and make it for you too, or you can come over and we'll do it. We're gonna buy a bigger pot so we can make it for a bunch of people.
Done.
I will show up with my own spoon. I'll be like, I'm here.
Unwrapping the pro spoon.
Yeah.
We make Korean fried tofu.
Ooh, that sounds
So
good.
like marinate the tofu in some soy sauce for like a day, tear it into chunks, bread it with the cornstarch, and then like whip up that Korean gochujang fry sauce.
Yeah.
Fry the tofu in some hot oil and then like mix it all up. Holy shit.
Ooh.
Oh my god, it's so good.
So, is it just like hold on, is it vegan? Is this thing
Yeah.
vegan? Spicy tofu soup
Absolutely.
vegan? Oh yeah.
Well, you guys think you're hot shit. I go to Subway and get a chicken sandwich with no sauce, bring it home, and put Nando's on it because I live dangerously.
Amazing.
How do you live, man?
How do I live?
How do you
Poorly.
survive?
Poorly is the
Have you
answer.
seen me?
Oh
One
my
step
God, Jesse,
away
I'm
from
gonna
the
come
grave.
take care of
We
you.
need to save you with delicious soups.
I
All right.
really want to do a housewife tour where I just go visit all my friends and cook them things and take care of them for a couple of days.
Britt and Jess and I can prepare like the Korean mains for Jesse, and I will do cocktails.
Yes, I'm
And
also
we'll get-
learning side dishes too, so I'll
we'll
make
get
them.
Jesse
I'm
taken
inviting
care of.
myself.
Oh, of course,
Me too.
everyone
Oh,
is
you are
invited.
all invited.
Everyone is.
Yeah.
We'll do it. We just have to
I'll bring
find
dessert, I guess.
come to one spot. Definitely not Seattle. Well, everywhere we are
Yeah,
is
let's-
infected. I don't know, guys.
What
We're
a
all
pity.
fucked. We can't go anywhere. We'll do it virtually.
Right.
Everyone eat the part they brought.
So, like, best thing about Dungeons and Dragons over Twitch is no coronavirus.
I know. It's great.
Oh, is there? I don't know.
Virus has started traveling through the internet.
Oh no!
They do know.
A weapon to surpass Solid Snake.
All right, kids, y'all want to play some D&D?
Yeah.
Face right now.
Or should we talk about the Final Fantasy VII remake demo, Jesse?
All you gotta do is watch it. Actually, today I did the Q&A video for
Amazing.
questions about it. Because
I gotta go check
I
that.
played the whole game, suckers. Pew, 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 pew. So
Oh,
I know-
wait, the whole game? Whole game?
I'll never tell.
What? All right. Game design is for suckers. I'm going to go become an influencer.
The questions that I got were great because they were like, do you only press square? I'm like, do you want the
Maybe
real
if you're
answer?
bad.
So,
Amazing.
oh,
Yeah,
well.
I can't wait.
It's good.
All right,
It's
folks.
Great. Let's do this thing.
What happened last time on the Le Sunfall Cycle? It's been a few weeks. Has it been 2 weeks since our last show or 3?
2 whole weeks. But it
Oh, yeah.
feels like forever because time is a void in which we are all slowly decaying.
Yes,
Great.
absolutely. So yeah, what happened last time? Do y'all remember?
Yeah, the ritual. we were seeing the witch at the
Oh God, yeah.
Thane Bolt Forest situation. Name's not Melissa. It's what is it?
Yeah, Melissa.
Oh, it is. Okay. I'm okay. Yeah, Melissa. We're doing a ritual to help Melissa remember or break her curse. And during the ritual, there was this sort of like, I kept getting arrival vibes of like the smoke and the shield and like the weird stuff in it.
Yeah.
And there's some like evil creature that's like busting forth, and we lost the fight against it. And so now that the curse, I guess, may be banished, but whatever was fueling the curse is now literally real.
Yeah. Do y'all remember what the Witch of the Woods said afterwards?
You guys screwed up, is what she said. I mean, not that I would know. I was shopping, but
she said that she can't cleanse this curse as long as the Death Druid lives. And also, wasn't she like a young woman at the end?
The witch?
I think I remember that being true.
Maybe.
I can't figure out if this is just a really creative way for you to get us to stop focusing on dumb shit and go kill the druid, or if this is really important and we need this girl for some reason and we have to go kill this dude. I can't tell yet.
Or
No, we were just
the
doing
third, which is that Steven is a brilliant DM and wanted to give us an alternative way to beat this curse since you fucked us over and ran away, Jesse.
Yeah, you were shopping.
I
You're
don't
literally
think-
on Amazon while we're doing this.
that
Yeah, I kind of feel like Steven's the type of empathetic DM that would be like, really sucks they lost that encounter. Let me try to give them an
No.
alternative way to beat it.
I don't
These-
think so. That
These
doesn't sound
poor,
right.
Poor
Yeah,
guys.
yeah, actually, you ruined
No,
that entire.
that
If you would have
sounds-
helped us, we would have been fine.
No, I
If
don't
you
think
had
so.
helped us, we would have won.
No.
You were within tight spitting distance of
Yeah.
victory.
Yeah.
No.
It was a lot closer than I expected it to be.
I don't think so.
And then you went back to the moon.
The longer
yeah,
you
we
make
did.
that noise, it has no effect on how much I agree with you or not. I still think this is your fault.
Don't ally with a piece of shit. Sark's a bad guy. What do you want?
Yeah. I mean, you had a choice about this.
Could have replaced him. There were other parties floating around in the ether. You could have been like, get this guy out of here. What a punk.
Here's the deal. If every time you return back to the city of Ire, you just straight up murder Sarek. Well, like maybe we find out what happens after like 5 or 6 episodes.
I'll be on the moon smoking moon grass. Be like, oh,
That's
you guys
right.
are back?
With Leander.
Okay.
Oh my, well.
Just
Look who
picking up
decided to turn up.
Me and Tim smoking moon reefer. How you guys doing? Tim's like, oh yeah, dog. And we're like in the back. It'd be great. That's fine. I'll be having a great time.
Are you guys doing that like
Armoros
in
is
my
just
crystal
rolling them
garden?
up. Just rolling
Yeah.
the blunts right now. Yep.
Mm,
Then licks it to seal it. Yeah.
this big dog. Yeah. Oh yeah. That'd
Oh,
be
yeah.
amazing.
No,
Perfect.
Armoros literally looks like the big dog. Remember those T-shirts
Yeah,
Yes,
big dog. Yeah,
Big
Oh,
dog.
big dog.
with the arms and the shades?
Absolutely.
That's
Yeah.
Armoros.
If
Yo.
anyone, I really want to
bouncing
see a
the moon.
drawing of that, of Sarek and Tim and
And big dog armor.
the dog. Yeah, Armor's like smoking weed on the moon.
Can we
with
can we
Slim.
start making T-shirts that say that? That's like big. We won't get sued, right? For big dog T-shirts where it's like
D20 blaze it.
Armros skiing and Armros like fishing and Armros cooking stuff out, and we're just like all in the background like big dog, right? We
When
won't
I
get
was a
sued.
kid, Big Dog was like pretty big. I don't
Right?
know. That was like, you were popular if you
Yeah.
were in a Big Dog shirt and Oshkosh jeans. Like
There
you
was
were
a
probably
there was
the
a
shit.
summer
You
there
could
where
flex.
Big Dog
Yeah.
was good. Big Dog was
Yeah,
it.
you could flex when you have like your Key West big dog shirt on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what the biggest flex I ever had was? I rolled up into, I think it was the 4th or the 5th grade with baggy jeans, and I had a T-shirt that had Bugs Bunny wearing like a gold chain with his arms crossed
Yep.
with like
I
Daffy
remember that
Duck
shirt.
and a boombox like back to back. And I rolled in and people were like, oh shit.
Were they Jinko jeans?
They may have been, yeah.
They were
Yep.
Oshkosh
Yeah.
Bagosh, my friend.
No, that's when I was younger.
Oh,
Oshkosh
alright.
is good. Don't diss Oshkosh.
They
I'll
were
fight you.
Gap thin jeans, dude.
No, no, they were
The only thing I remember. Oh no, it wasn't Gap. That was
I
Old
grew
Navy.
up
All
in-
the same.
like California, but not the southern part. So we all dressed like hoodlums. We had rules. I never understood it until I got older. It's like you're not allowed to. I had like a lanyard with like my keys on it. I was a latchkey kid hanging from my back pocket, and I got in trouble for it. Like you can't hang anything out of your back pocket.
Because they thought you were one of those like chain wallet bros.
No,
was
they
about
thought
to
it was
ask.
like a gang thing.
Oh.
And I didn't know that till I got older. I was like, oh, it's just a rule. And then I would listen to other people and they'd be like, we never had that rule. And I'm like,
What?
oh shit.
I was gonna ask you, do you have one pant leg rolled up at any point when you
We
were
weren't allowed
younger?
to. We were not allowed to.
Socks on the left and right.
No
foot.
bandanas, no mismatched socks, no rolling up a pant leg,
What
no
about,
putting a
like,
playing card in your hat. Like we had all these like super strict rules because apparently
Placing your laces differently on your shoes.
Couldn't do that.
I don't think so. And
Hard no.
I saw one kid got expelled for 8-ball shirt. Yeah, it was like yeah, it was
Expelled?
just the 8-ball with like a clown on it, and they're like, we're like, you got to go home. Like you can't.
That's
I guess
a
not
drug
expelled, but they're like, you
reference.
can't wear that here. You got to go home. And what's funny is like we didn't know it was a drug reference until he got suspended
Yep,
or sent home,
exactly.
and then we're like, oh, that's drugs. Cool, that means drugs.
Everyone went out and bought 8-ball shirts that night.
My God.
That means drugs. Oh yeah.
8-ball pogs. We thought we were so edgy. Like, yo, look, I got an 8-ball pog.
I love that when you're like a kid and you have no idea what you're like. Like I have pictures of me from when I went to Disneyland and my parents got like a free Kahlua fanny pack that came in like a Costco package of Kahlua that they bought and I really liked it. So they just let me wear it. So there's like pictures of me when I was like 7 years old wearing a Kahlua fanny pack with like Mickey Mouse
Amazing.
all over fucking Disneyland.
You were a dad for a moment.
Oh, I have been a dad since I was born. I think
Oh,
I've always been dad. Yeah,
Ah.
but I didn't know.
All
what to
right,
do.
so
What are we doing? Are
we're
gonna go
having a
kill the witch?
conversation about
I know.
drugs in Disneyland on
Are
the
we
menu.
90s.
Yes.
Are we going to kill the?
Yeah. So right now we're all on the moon, and a couple of other things happened last time. You
Does
returned.
everything get reset then? Oh yeah, it does. Why am I asking?
It does. You returned the blue raven to Maine, like popped out of the tree and ate it, and that unlocked what? Yes, that unlocked spell icons of level 1 through 4, and it turned them basically into like one-shot wands instead of hold this and spend a spell slot kind of things. You can also unlock the ability to craft your own magical items for certain resources because Leander and Deether are working together in the forge. And also Leander handed you the rings that you will need to use to access the Darkling mirrors. So that's about it.
Okay, so the plan is what? We're gonna go back and try to find this dude and murder this guy in the woods? Is that the plan?
Death Druid?
Yeah.
Do we know where he is in the woods?
We have a direction. We have like an idea.
What respawns?
Yeah, do y'all remember?
When
Well,
we
it's
go back
probably
into
not west.
wasn't it southeast from where we were?
Everybody roll an intellect saving throw, intelligence saving throw.
Oh lord.
This only determines who actually remembers this. It's not bronze.
What was the roll? Wisdom?
What intelligence?
Intelligence? Look, I'm just trying to mumble.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's Sarek. So yeah, you visited the Witch of the Woods and you asked her to find something for you. And one of the things that you asked her for was the location of the Death Druid. And she said that this person is directly to the east.
Okay. So my question for y'all,
Okay.
was there a brazier at that fort area? Or we were good, right?
There was a brazier at the Dahaka camp.
Okay, so
I don't think we could control what brazier we go to, though.
it's whatever the last one was.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think
That is
like,
the last
all
one we
right,
touched.
how do we min-max this to not get our asses kicked along the way? Because what I know is around as we go through this is the flesh golem is around
Yes.
with the zomboids.
The grave thing, yeah.
Yeah, there is the wandering on the path group of knights.
Soldiers. Yeah.
There are the spiders /
The spiders
vine
and the weed
creatures.
lords.
Yeah. Yeah.
There is the giant ass snake thing, the serpent that like has a spear in it.
A
that's, like-
Zerathoth.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's,
but
like,
I
hanging
think
out.
he'll leave us alone because we
Maybe.
kind of like dealt with him.
Yeah, a Zerathoth doesn't like
Reset. He doesn't have like the
he
weird
remem-
eyes.
he should remember us.
Yeah.
And then we have I believe there's one other. There are like 2 camps of the spiders / vine lords, I think.
Yeah, the
I
weed
think
lords.
so. Yeah.
So we have that. But the good news is the west
made-
side we don't need to go to because we already went to the tower that's there, and there's nothing else there for us right now, so we don't have to like go back there. So I guess it's just strategy about how we get from point A to point B and continue east.
So I made a note for us that that's what that little spider thing is on the map. That was where the spiders were.
Oh yeah, good call.
Because we were like thinking
Spiders
about
hurt too.
shortcuts.
They poison.
I believe consulting the lore, the death druid also has a bear companion.
And
Yes.
Because
and the
their
firehawk
letter-
or the red bird? Who was that? Right, the red bird that you saw.
Oh, the blood
flying?
raven,
The blood raven.
Oh
yeah.
right?
You know,
We
the
don't
red
know where-
bird.
We don't know where the warlock is. We do know where the
Hmm.
druid is because the old lady put us on the right track. She said east.
Directly
East of
east.
the village. Yeah, directly east. And we haven't gone directly east yet. We've gone like
So-
northeast.
So then I guess we probably want to go southeast. Like when I
Yeah,
say that,
probably
I mean
like
the
right
hex.
here.
Because we have to choose a hex to go
Yeah.
that way.
I would
so,
say right here.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So here, sorry?
Right here.
Yeah, we're
Well,
Yeah.
well, where do we start, Steven? Where's our
The Dahaka
starting
camp.
point?
Yeah, you start at the location where Ankara is on the map right now.
Okay, and that's the Dahaka camp.
Yeah, so that's this village in the treetops. So
Oh.
yeah, there was a Sunfire brazier in sort of the town square area of this village. which
I'm
is
sorry,
like a
I got
big-
confused. I thought you were referring to the Knights of Astafon camp that we found earlier.
Nope.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, you made your way all the way to this treetop camp that you like zipped up on the springy vine elevators, and there was a Sunfire brazier there. Yeah.
All right.
Cool. So you've left the Gardens of the Moon.
yeah, and I think we pinged where we were going.
Cool. Real quick, hang on. Let me just like ping back on over here. Okay, cool. I see everybody has healed themselves fully and everything. Make sure that you like reset your long rest and short rest abilities and stuff like that. Spell slots.
Yeah, speaking of which of spells, this would be a good time to tailor our spell list if there was anything we needed to fight druid.
Yep.
I think we're probably fine, but
I only have 2 spell slots. You get what you get.
You also don't memorize spells.
Mm-mm. I have my full complement available to me at any time. Whoops, sorry. I was trying to collapse that. And instead I pasted it in chat.
there's nothing that like wards off animals, right? No. Okay.
Huh.
Do you have 4th level spells, right?
I
have
think I
4th level
have
spells?
one, if I remember correctly.
What do you, and you're probably using it for like wall of fire or something?
Yeah, that's the one I used it for before.
That's probably better. I was thinking maybe dominate beast, but
Yeah, I mean, I
Viable.
could have changed them up.
we're old the classic polymorph and just trying to turn them into a sheep.
I know. Maybe we could do that.
I mean, we don't really know what
Fire's
we're
fun.
getting into. We really
there's
have no clue what's about to happen.
We know the name is Death Druid, and we know they have a giant bear, or maybe they turn into a
Maybe
bear.
they turn into the bear. Yeah, we
Yeah.
don't know really.
Oh,
True,
shit.
true. Okay. Well, I think we're good.
All right. So let's see. I'm gonna move you down here.
I think we need more
Those.
unstable healing shards because ours reset because we all
Right,
came
because I
back.
popped a bunch of them.
Oh no.
Yeah. What is? Can you pop
That's
up
true.
Main's stuff again?
Yeah.
There's a handout.
Behold, my stuff.
Thank you, Main. Okay. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got?
One moon shard of healing. One pipe tobacco. $55
Was
reduced.
healing got better too.
Do you need us to inform? I guess you do, right? Do you need an order of like, Stephen, I would like to purchase a moon shard of healing. Is that fine?
Yeah. Why don't you just at least tell me like what you're getting?
Yeah, when a moon shard of, oh, damn. I have so much crap.
That is an important consideration.
I gave away my, did I give away both my unstable potions or just one?
I think you drank one. You drank the potion of fly, right? And then the other one you did not give away.
Okay. All right. So I still have the sneaky one. I would like to use the and I would like to buy 2 moon shards of healing to go into my
Cool.
small slots.
Yep. Awesome.
Remember, they heal 64 plus 6 now.
Yes. Would y'all like to see what spell icons Main has today?
That might be useful. I mean, I'm also wondering, maybe this is like dumb, but it's a death druid. Is bringing a flask of holy water maybe a good idea?
I don't know. Is it in the name? Is it like, it's a druid of death, or is it the druid causes death?
Well, it's called the death druid.
Mm-hmm. That's what people have referred to this entity as, the Death Druid.
And if it's supposed to be the polar opposite of Ankara, then it probably wreaks death instead of life, right? So throwing it up to 20 feet onto a fiend or undead enemy deals 2d6 radiant damage. That's
pretty good, yeah.
Might as well try.
Do you have to roll to throw, Steven?
That's less than your Eldritch Blast. And
well,
it's
not for
going-
me, but
It's
it
going
might
to
make
be
sense for someone else.
Yeah, it's going to be a ranged attack.
So it wouldn't make sense for me to do it because I'm not really good with ranged attacks, but it might be useful for somebody else.
I'm okay.
I bought 2 moon shards, so I have like no money. Well, I guess I do have my platinum though, huh?
Yeah.
I don't remember how much I've spent. Oh yeah, I do. I have plenty of money left. I mean, I can grab some if we want to, or one of them.
Go for it.
Just in case. Which one was that?
I bought 1 moon shard and 1 tobacco. So I feel like having at least like 3 moon shards at any point is pretty good. So as long as someone's down, they can get one.
Yeah, I have 2, so we're good.
I have 2.
yeah.
So we have a whole bunch. And which one are we talking about?
enough.
The Shard of Fury, is that what we were talking about?
Spell icons. We're about to talk.
Ooh,
spell
Shards of
icons,
Fury
sorry.
are kind of useful too.
It's an extra attack action.
Yeah,
with
but it costs a bonus
advantage.
action.
What was the ruling on that?
Yeah, it does
It
cost
is.
a bonus action. That's weird because it's like, I guess it just is like a bonus action with advantage at that point.
You can spend a bonus action. So for someone like me who attacks twice,
Mhm.
I can spend my bonus action to attack twice again,
Yeah,
which is kind of good.
yeah,
Um,
that's pretty
but
great.
my like smite is like a bonus action, and like
Right.
some of my spells are bonus action, so it's a really good trade-off.
Yep. And it does not allow you to cast a spell. It allows you to take the attack action again.
Yeah, I think we ruled that because I had one, and I was like, okay, this is useless for me.
What spell icons are available? Main.
Yeah, let's see. Spell icons, main spells. Okay, yes, he always has 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Whoa.
These are the spells that he has available.
Faithful Hound, that one's super useful.
Yeah.
You can like place it somewhere and it like attacks anything that comes near it or whatever.
What is
Killer.
Phantasmal Killer?
Omaros is jealous.
Let's see. Phantasmal Killer.
It's like a
Concentration spell, 4th level illusion. You tap into the nightmares of a creature you can see within range and create an illusory manifestation of its deepest fears, visible only to that creature. It frightens the creature. At the end of each of the target's turns, before the spell ends, take a wisdom saving throw, or take 4d10 psychic damage on a successful save. The spell ends.
No.
Should we? All right. For the sake of watching our own butts, should we take non-detection so that if there's that pathing group of knights or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, because then I don't have to use a slot to cast.
Let's see. Yeah, non-detection. Well, so non-detection, for the duration you hide a target that you touch from divination magic.
Oh.
Oh.
Never mind.
Ugh.
What is blur?
You can also re-roll Main's offerings. So like, this is like you walk up to Main and you're like, Main, we want spell icons, and he's like, Baka! And he like ducks down into his tree, and then he comes back up and spits up like 5 random things. And you can be like, no, Main, go get us something else, and then he'll duck back down. You can re-roll for 50 gold.
What is the what is blur?
Blur is super good. Blur, for the duration, any creature has disadvantage on attack rolls against you.
Question: can we buy one and then re-roll?
Yes.
Does anyone who's going to be our tank want to grab blur so that we can you can run in there and be like, get out of here, druid, and then you blur. And you're like an anime
I can't
character.
cast blur.
They're like magic wands. You just use it. It's an action. It's done.
Oh. Yeah, because blur seems pretty good. I actually don't know what blur.
And that's 100 gold. That's 50 gold pieces per level to buy a spell icon.
Just disadvantage.
What are the rules for spell icons? Is it that you have to normally be able to use the spell? Like, how does it work?
No, he said they're like
it's actually
wands.
it's a bonus action. So let me just show this. They're down at the bottom. As a bonus action, you hold this icon to cast its spell as if it was a spell you had prepared. You no longer spend a spell slot to cast this spell. So anybody can use it. It's a bonus action, doesn't replace your attack action, etc. And then just it works.
Nice.
But if it's a concentration spell, you still have to concentrate it.
It's going to it's going to consume your concentration slot, because that's one of the core balancing mechanisms for 5th
So I can't use blur because I almost like all my good spells are concentrate. So it would be better on somebody else.
Yeah, like whoever's going to be our main tank and fight this thing should have the blur, so that when you get up in its face.
I mean,
you're like,
Eric usually concentrates a blessing or something on us
Yeah.
too, right?
I think, yeah, I really think it would actually be Brit would be the best one. I think Ankara would be the best choice. Like Barakara with blur on it
would be pretty great.
Yeah, if you cast blur before you switch, because you get to keep it up, right?
Yep.
Wait, right? Yeah. Because then you just have to remember to cast it before you transform, and then it would just stay.
But are they both bonus actions? No. Blur's a regular action to cast.
Well,
using a spell icon is like using an action, right?
If
Using a
Brit
spell
can-
icon is a bonus action.
So it
if
is a
Brit
bonus
can
action.
get blur.
Yes.
Two bonus
I'll
actions.
pay for the
You actually
reroll.
can't shift and cast in the same turn. You can't do bonus actions in the same turn.
Yep.
Okay,
Blur
that's
is an
disappointing.
action. Oh wait, but
No,
you're
that's
saying
spell
using the
icon.
wand is okay.
Yes.
You're right. My bad.
Forget it. Let's just go. Let's do it. I
Okay.
think we're overthinking it.
Reroll it, Jesse.
Thanks, Maine.
So you're buying
Is
it?
someone buying Blur?
I'm not gonna buy it.
I'm not gonna buy it either. I say just re-roll it until
Okay,
we
yeah,
get
I'll pay
something
for the
we want.
reroll.
Okay, that's 50 gold. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All fire sounds pretty good.
It was pretty fucking good last time.
An icon for a wall of fire sounds very good.
Level 4. So what is that? 200 gold?
Yep.
Gentle repose might not be a bad idea.
What is
We-
that?
So basically, you can touch a corpse or other remains for the duration. The target is protected from decay and can't become undead. So like like with all the reanimation shit we've been dealing with, where things
You
keep
could-
popping back up, it's not the worst idea.
Could you gentle repose the gore crow?
That's what I'm wondering. This might be something that like if we use it at the right spot, because the gore crow sucks. Because I remember we were trying to kill those things, and then like Steven would roll a die, and we had essentially a 1 in 3 chance of it not popping back up. With this, it's out. It's not going to pop back up. You could just, granted, you use it once and it's like over. So
What is the Phantom Steed?
What is Phantom Steed?
Like a magical horse.
But like,
Phantom Steed. A large quasi-real horse-like creature appears.
And does what? We can ride it?
It
You
shows
can ride
bring
the
up the word
steed.
haste.
Yeah, totally.
I think
Shadow
definitely Wall of Fire should be the thing we pick up.
Oh, for sure. But I'm not the one buying it.
It's so expensive.
Magic
What's the
weapon
dollar
just
it
makes
is?
a weapon you touch be +1.
What's the conversion rate on plat to gold?
10.
Okay.
I mean, you don't have any other concentrations,
Not
so
at
for
all.
you it would be fine. For me, I don't like using up my concentration.
And you're not getting it anyways because you just skulk.
Yeah,
So,
you're. I'll
pretty
do
good.
Wall of Fire.
Wall of fire would not confer sneak attack damage, though, right?
Mm-mm.
No.
I'm assuming
you,
not.
You will not
Spells
benefit
usually don't.
Yeah,
right?
I know.
don't
Okay.
Okay,
Wall
yeah,
of
that
fire.
makes sense.
All right, yeah, I'll buy it.
Cool.
Wait,
Aw.
if both of you cast Wall of Fire at the same time, couldn't you make like a
Yeah.
Yes.
box?
You can do like a.
You
Like
can
an
totally
X,
make a square.
cut people off. Yep, make a square.
Just incinerate people. Killer. And that's 20 platinum. Jesse.
with me.
Okay, Christian Bale.
It's we ready? We're buying the wall of fire, right? And we're-
Already
and then-
bought. I already gave over
Awesome.
200 gold.
Killer.
Gold.
All right, so we're traveling through the woods to the southeast.
Yeah,
Does
awesome.
marching order matter? And Car is probably in the lead because they have the best perception / survival.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Down we go.
Followed by me, Iasark.
Yeah, I'll stay
Roughly.
in the back. Safest back there.
Cool. And Kara, please roll a
Fox Death Druid. Yeah, I love it.
and Kara, please roll a perception check.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's see. Is it? Yeah. Why don't I get everybody to roll a perception check? Because y'all are generally moving through here with your
I'm
eyes.
generous.
Yay.
Also, I'm gonna buy
So
another
generous.
Shard of Fury because I remembered why I bought one the first time.
Okay. Yeah, it's for the Shadow Blade.
Shadow Blade and Vampiric Touch, which is my like, oh my god, I need to heal really fast. Those both
Yes.
use
Mhm.
melee attacks, so I could
Yep.
potentially siphon off a bunch of health in one turn.
Super cool. And I need a perception from Aya.
Oh, that's not it. That's performance. My bad.
Whoa.
Awesome. So the second highest here is in Kara's 12.
Still the 12.
Yeah. Well, there you go. So let's see. What is this? Yeah, and Kara, you're leading the group away from the Dahaka camp. When all of a sudden, let's see. Yes. Let's roll 1d3 minus 1. - 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1 I'm going to bring you back over here. And then, yeah.
And
Layer,
then, yeah,
target layer.
what?
Ah.
Oh my god.
Okay,
What is it,
excellent.
Steven?
What do you want? Let's see. Roll 1d4. Who was number 3? Was it Inkara, then Kairos, then Aya, then Sarek? That was the marching order?
I just know I'm last. That's all.
I was
know.
Yes.
first.
Yes.
So who's
So Aya, as the 4 of you are marching away from this village in the treetops, you're like hacking your way through thick underbrush and vines, and like carving out a path through like thorn hedges. It's quite dim down here in the underbrush of the forest floor. The sunlight filters greenly through the trees. It's very humid. It smells like wet loam. All of a sudden, Aya, you feel this this like sense of something huge shifting next to you, and then something bites at you. And your AC is 16, so I think it like you feel like the fangs of thorns scraping over the armor on your shoulder, and you turn and twist out of this, and there's this huge vine plant thing that's like raising its tendrils and sort of like flailing them in your direction. Would everybody please roll for initiative?
I feel like lore-wise, my initiative roll makes a lot of sense because I'm probably like, what the again?
Yep.
I just got sap off of my last cloak. Because isn't he like a sappy motherfucker?
He
Oh,
is.
Sappy.
He's like
The
soaked in
sappiest.
THC oils, is
a
he not?
sappy, sticky boy.
He's just
He's the
like,
weed lord.
We are
Mhm.
all CBD'd.
yeah. Our joints are gonna feel so good.
Oh
The
yeah.
inflammation
You will
Oh, no.
sleep
gone.
so smoothly.
Oh, there.
Descending order. All right, fantastic. Sarek, you get the first response to this thing coming to life and lurching in Aya's direction. It's right in front of you. You're in melee range of it, so like your ranged attacks are at disadvantage.
Yeah. Sarek immediately is spooked after seeing this thing because hell no, these suck and they pick you up and then they slap you with sap and it's gross, and so I back away and
Okay.
get far enough that I can get some cover and shoot this thing.
Are you taking the disengage action as your bonus action?
Am I engaged already?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Steven started with that. Yeah.
Yeah, because you were close to Aya. Aya was the one this thing lurched into action for. So yeah, you're engaged.
I would like to. I think I have an ability.
Yeah, you've got cunning action.
Yeah.
Yes,
your bonus to
my bonus
disen-
action
yeah.
is to disengage.
Cool. Yeah, you disengage, slipping out of the grasp of flailing tendrils that are seeking for you, backing away 30 feet, and then firing at it. Go ahead and roll.
Good job.
Alrighty. Because it's engaged with other people, my sneak attack is active. Yar?
Yes.
Bam. Get Shrek, hater!
Nailed it. All right, hang on. I need to change hit points and stuff.
What's your sneak
mhm.
attack?
I was waiting for him to change the points.
Yeah. Mhm. We're gonna
Now I
do
shall destroy
that. Yes. And then all of this.
Ooh. Nice.
Amazing.
I just do 26 damage.
Yeah.
Killer
Yow.
26.
Woohoo!
Fantastic.
Solid.
All right, Kairos, your turn.
Oh yeah. All right. I'm already engaged with it. So
Yep.
out comes the spear.
Oh, congratulations.
Looking for the fleshy stone bits of it.
Sorry, I couldn't
Oh,
help
yeah.
it. I wish we could put up
It's
the
been
art.
rocky, but I feel like the fruits of our relationship are beginning to really bloom here.
Aww. I wish the
Really
token
putting down
could
roots
be
together.
the art that one of our wonderful
First
viewers
attack.
made.
9.
That was so cool.
Second
It was super
attack.
good.
It was really good.
Yeah, you nailed him on both.
21.
Yes. So
Ooh.
wow,
Yeah.
21 damage. Dang.
Missing the vines, getting the fleshy middle crack of the nut in the middle of it.
So, sorry, what?
All right.
The crack in the
Right.
nut?
You
The
cracked
crack
him in the
imagine,
nuts.
I imagine there's like a walnut in the middle of it. I'm like,
Oh,
okay.
I was thinking the crack and the nut. I was like, so the taint? Damn, that's
Oh.
mean. Y'all were
Take the
engaged.
Oh,
movement,
God,
take the-
no.
Yeah.
No,
So-
I assume there's like a seed or like there's like a core of the thing in like the middle, and that's what I'm trying to. Sorry.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
nuts.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he's a plant
Nuts.
man. He
Yeah.
probably has a seed inside of him, which is how he
Right.
grew
Yeah.
from a baby seed to a plant
Yeah, I think
man.
he's got a lot of seed inside of him, really.
Oh my god.
He
This is
lashes out
Eric's
with
fault.
4 of his tendrils. 1,
The crack of the nut.
3, 4. So
You
I
didn't
think
declare
it's
attackers.
grabbing Sarek. It is not grabbing Kairos. It is grabbing Aya, and it is also grabbing Ankara. So
No.
all the 3 of you are grappled.
Would you consider this to be an
Hold on.
area effect?
No.
No.
Damn.
What's
Let's see.
the range of the tendrils? Because Sark was like out of range.
The tendrils are 50 feet.
Never mind, you're in range.
Now you got
Zero.
me.
Can I entropic ward? Because it is an attack.
And what does that do?
Wait, so which attack was against me?
Attack number 3, this 1826.
Okay, never mind.
Amazing. Yes. Cool. So it grapples the 3 of you, and then it reels. It reels the 3 of you towards it. So Sarek, you're now like you're 10 feet away, not like in contact. There's a 5-foot square between you and the thing.
Uh-huh.
But Aya and Ankara are pulled close. Kairos obviously already engaged. I was already engaged. And then it bites at you, Aya.
No.
To the shop.
No.
This time I am gonna entropic ward.
Oh man. Ooh. Ooh. Let's see how much
Yeah.
damage that would have done if it had hit you.
No.
Oh, it's taking a long time to. There we go.
No.
Oh yeah, that entropic ward. Tell me what it
Good
looks
night.
like when you activate your entropic ward.
So you just almost see like almost like this is how I imagine it. Like, have you ever seen like when an octopus gets startled and it's just like a little bit of ink?
Yeah.
Like I inked myself.
Yes.
It's very Flying Nemo or Finding Nemo.
Flying Nemo.
Flying Nemo.
Finding Nemo.
Yeah.
Or like made me ink myself. And it's almost like a defensive like
Flying Nemo.
Totally.
yeah, Flying Nemo.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Okay, and Kara, it's your turn.
Oh god. I don't know what to do. So I'm just
And-
grappled.
And you are grappled, so
Can't
you
really-
could try to escape with a DC 15 grapple check.
Yeah, sure. Let's try to get out of there.
That's an action, by the way.
Grapple just affects your movement. You could.
I
doesn't
could
impede
turn
you
in-
when you shoot.
What?
We can still shoot.
Yeah.
Yep, you can
Oh,
still
okay.
attack.
Okay, then I think I'll just use my staff first
Cool.
to just
Yeah.
try and like poison him.
You're gonna snake him.
Snaked.
Killer. Unfortunately, 16
No.
is not enough. This guy
Damn.
has a ridiculous armor class.
Steven.
No. Aya, what about you? He's like snarling at you. It's got these wicked razor sharp thorn fangs that are dripping with poisons.
Yeah. I'm gonna shoot 2 Eldritch blasts at it.
Cool.
And
That-
because I used my ward this time, I get advantage on him since he failed.
Okay, so those are ranged spell attacks, which means because you're engaged, they're disadvantaged, but because of your entropic ward, now
It'll
they're
negate it.
Yep.
Okay,
So you're just
cool.
vantage.
Vantage. I'm
you-
okay
you
with
have,
that.
You have vantage. on it. Your 9, of course, goes flying wildly high.
Oh, there you go.
26 nails it right in the seed.
Stop this. Stop
Oh,
it.
wow. Okay. 7 plus
That doesn't
4
seem
is
right.
11 damage. Not too shabby. Sarek, we're back around to you. You are
But-
you are
You only do 1d10.
what's that?
You don't do 1d10. You're
What's
you're level 5, so it does 2d10, doesn't it?
Get him with
So
them
you-
rules.
You double it?
Get him.
No, it's just 2 different attacks, isn't it?
No, you critted with the Eldritch Blast, and a default Eldritch Blast does 2d10 now, right? Because you're level 5, or is it just an extra ray?
It's an
think
extra
it's an
ray.
extra ray.
Oh, okay, never mind.
So, like,
it doesn't damage us.
Yeah.
Doesn't
So the
scale.
first
Okay.
ray missed and the second
Yeah,
ray
yeah,
hit.
yeah.
If they both hit,
Different rays. Yep. Okay. Yep. So only.
Yeah. 2 beams at level 5.
Right. Sorry.
So Sarek, you're grappled,
Shit.
but you're not engaged, so you don't have disadvantage on your ranged attacks.
it does knock him back though. Does that do anything for the grapple? Because I did
no,
take that Eldritch
except that it-
Invocation.
Except that it grapples the 3 of you with it in the direction.
Everyone moves proportionally.
It
Okay.
gets pushed back, lands, slammed against a tree. The 3 of you get jerked through the air,
Okay.
except for Kairos, who all of a sudden is standing alone.
Yeah. So it does get knocked back 10 feet from the Eldritch Blast.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot this guy with a longbow again.
Cool.
Let's end this thing. Ba-chow!
Nail him.
End it. Ba-chonk! And then
Finish him.
ka-chong!
It's a good.
Yep,
oh,
absolutely.
Woo!
19 damage. He
That was a terrible
dies.
sneak attack.
Arrows just exploding the grotesque knot of
Its
vines
nut
at the
bursts.
center of its heart,
It definitely
just
busts.
like cleaving through them. And it's like one of those anime things where like your arrow whips through it, and then there's like the sort of like swelling, and then the explosion. That's what happens.
And sap gets
I love
everywhere.
those. I love
Yeah.
the ones too where like someone throws a knife and the person's just still and then all of a sudden their body like falls.
Falls apart. Absolutely.
I think this is more like Fist of the North Star, where like,
Those are
I-
good too.
yeah,
Of the nut.
I don't know. I
And
feel
Of
like
the nut. Yeah.
Fist of the Nut Star. Yeah.
in my mind's eye, like when it's dead and the guts are out, it like quickly rots. Like you see the mushrooms bloom and then it like immediately goes away. Like there's a cool
Ooh,
like.
and there's
chill
just
effect.
grass left.
Oh
Ooh.
yeah,
Ooh.
absolutely. Wait, where did I
Nice.
put it?
I just want to say, for the record, we wrecked that thing and no one took
We
any
did.
damage, and that was
Yeah.
great. Does it have
Yep.
anything on it? Anything we can take?
Yeah, you earn gold.
Nice.
Yep, you earn 62 gold pieces. 62 divided by 4 is 15 and a half each.
I'll take 15 and then someone else can take 15.
I'll
and-
take 16.
I'll take 15. That's fine.
Called the 16.
Yeah, I already took 16. Too late. Took it.
Cool.
Nice.
Cool. Awesome. All right,
Should be
yeah,
on
and
the
then
lookout.
and then
Should be on the lookout for more of
Inkara
these.
navigates you through this wilderness over here. The travel goes uneventfully as you push and hack your way through the vines. Yeah, where to next, Inkara?
You guys just want to go directly. Well, we could go up one or down one, basically.
Let's
east.
go.
You want to go
let's
down?
Down one. Yeah.
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 Well,
Yeah.
we were told it was directly east.
I mean, we're gonna have to go like this a little
Yeah.
bit, right? Like.
Directly east from the camp would be the upper.
Oh, I
one.
guess it is a little.
Oh, that's
further
true.
north,
Yeah.
so-
She didn't say
Okay.
how far east. Yeah.
All right, let's go up.
Okay, cool. Polygon reveal.
Oh, I'm ready.
It's a little hard to see, but
What is that?
oh my, a cave.
Oh no.
A Diglett.
Yeah, so you make your way through the woods, taking another 10 minutes to do so. So yeah, of course, traveling off of the path through these woods is hard going. You're spending 10 minutes to get one hex at a time, but at the end of your travels, you see you come to basically a clearing that's like probably like 200 feet from the walls of the palace itself, the Palace of Ire. So up in front of you, that's what this gray stuff is. These walls just like rise shimmering high in their golden splendor. And like have y'all ever seen like those concept arts of like Eldar structures from Warhammer 40,000, the really old ones that are just like black ink with like ridiculous spires all over, like shards striking into the sky? That's what this palace looks like. You look up at it, and it's just this massive structure with shards and spires going in every direction. But at the base of it, in front of you, like there's this 200-foot like clearing where it's very clear that the forest has been cut back so that the walls can be guarded from any kind of incursion that might happen. This particular portion of the palace sits on like a massive upthrust of rock, at the base of which is this gaping cavern. And in front of the cavern, there are just like strews of dead bodies, just like strewn all over. And the stench that wafts to your nostrils makes it very clear to the four of you that all of these bodies have been rotting for quite a long time. These are like zombie corpses. And there's like basically like carved runnels of earth that have been churned up leading to this cavern. And there's just blood like drizzled all over this approach.
Whoa. Should we go in there, guys?
Right?
Don't we have to?
I mean, that's the question. Like, Steven, is there some way? Like, is this basically a go through the cavern and
What if we lure,
that's the only way we can
lure
go?
the druid
Or
out? What if you go? Remember how when I almost defeated the other me, but then like got killed at the last minute? Remember that? It's like that, but you go and lure it out, and then it'll be like, oh, my arch nemesis, and then the two of you will like do battle, but then we get him.
I
An
can try
ambush,
that.
as it were.
Yes, an ambush. An amuse-bouche.
I was
If you
gonna
will.
say that, and I
An
stopped myself. I'm so glad you did it, Jesse.
Wow,
Don't worry.
that's really good.
It was there, and then I was like, maybe it's an amuse ambush. Should I even say it? And then
No,
you
no.
said it. It's
Yes.
Uh,
That could be the plan.
We
Because
could try
aren't
that.
these things connected to us in some way? We were them.
What druid makes a home in a ruined city?
A shitty death druid. That's who.
A shadow version of
Yes. The polar
what
opposite
type
of a good
of
druid.
Sarek is actually really good at murdering things and is the one that killed him.
If that plant thing was still around, I just pointed that and be like, oh, it's good at things. I killed that. There's no evidence, strangely enough, that it vanished. But I did that.
I mean, I can try and go in there and do that.
I think
The worst thing that'll
What if
happen
you
is I end up
don't
on the
go
roof.
in?
Yeah,
What if
lure
you
them out.
stand at what if you stand
Okay.
at the and challenge them to a duel and we conceal ourselves?
Yes.
And
Call
then
them
you
out.
say, I challenge you to honorable combat,
Yeah.
druid to druid.
Don't
But
do
then
that.
it's not
Don't do
honorable.
that. Don't do that. Don't say honorable
city-
combat.
Don't you
Because
think
it
if
will
I
know
might,
it's a
like, if
trap.
I'm standing directly in front of the cavern and I say that, like, the druid could
We-
just kill me from the darkness?
Yes, don't do
Are
that.
we sure the druid's in the cavern and not in the city above it?
Yeah. Like, does it hang out at home all the time?
I
or is it on a
distinctly
schedule?
remember the witch saying something
in
about
the
a cavern. That
True.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
she
I
did
do
say that.
remember that.
Don't challenge it to honorable combat. Call it out. Say, hey, you smell of dead bodies,
You ain't all that.
and your mother was a snake.
This is so helpful.
Yeah, look, yes.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. Okay. Well, yeah, Steven, I guess I'll just walk towards this gaping cavern surrounded by bloody dead bodies.
Cool. So let me put this picture in my head properly. The three of you, Sarek, Aya, and Kairos, are standing 200 feet back from the cavern at the forest's edge. And there's like this battlefield in between you and the cavern, and Kara is marching her way across the battlefield towards this like scraped runnels of earth that are leading to this cavern, so that you can like yell into the cavern and challenge whatever's in there to come out.
I want to do like mega sneaking, but yes.
Yeah, sure. Give me a hide check.
I will do this. Just stealth roll.
Are we sneaking?
Yes, stealth roll. Wow!
Double ones.
How's that possible? Oh, my
Snake
Pull up
eye.
a toque.
Wow!
I'm like,
Oh, you're
yeah.
open next
I
time.
am hiding. I
see it, like,
am hiding.
Behind a tree, just like peering around, like, what's going to happen?
I just
Yeah.
imagine you're just like throwing knives off like the metal body things. Like, dink, Pink still got it. Good job.
I'm like so regretting not getting peaceful repose. I feel like these bodies are gonna come to life.
I can turn undead. It's okay.
Okay.
Well, and Kara,
Oh God.
Yeah.
speaking of these bodies coming to life, as you are walking and approaching, you're probably 50 feet out from the cavern, and you're passing through this like battlefield of bodies, and like some of them are in piles and some of them are in parts and whatever. When all of a sudden, from off to your right, probably like 20 feet away, you hear this. And then you hear someone speak, "Traveler."
Hey. Hello.
What you see is like this pile of corpses, like all hacked up and piled on top of each other. They're all like gray skinned and gross, and yeah, totally gross. And sitting on top, there's a man. He's
Like on a throne or directly on the dead bodies? Because that's
directly on the dead
unhygienic.
bodies.
Ah.
He's large. He's wearing a cracked cherub mask that looks very sorrowful. It's like shattered across the side, so like one half of his face is covered and one half of it is exposed. And thrust into the pile of bodies is this like massive stone sword. It's like
Oh.
1.5 times his shoulder width, with like this huge two-handed hilt sticking up over his shoulders. He is stuck
Asher.
back against it,
Mhm.
resting with like one leg spread out and one leg like knee up. And he lifts a hand and he says, "Hail, traveler."
It's very casual for someone in his position.
Just wait.
You just wave.
I just... Wait.
He beckons you.
Oh, I look down and there's like obviously bodies everywhere. I'm already trying not to step on anything. So I'm like, okay. And
Yeah.
I start kind of like trying to get closer. I think I don't get any closer than probably like 10, 15 feet.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're like 15 feet away. Like the pile of dead bodies starts 5 feet away. He's like up on top of it, looking down at you. As you approach, you see that his eyes are clear. They are
Okay.
not darkened with these pools of darkness. And he looks
Good.
down at you with intelligence and understanding. And he says, "You seek Ursa."
Yes. Yes, the death druid. Yes.
He
Yes, I do.
nods and says, "As did I. Her beast had found me. It stalks the woods nearby. I would not stay in the open for long."
Why are you in the open?
He gestures to the pile beneath him. He says, "After my work here," gesturing to the pile,
Oh.
"I found it difficult to move on."
I see that. I could see that. What exactly, can you tell me anything about the beast or what it did to you or any other people or any other information you could help? Because I do have to find Ursa whether I want to or not. So any help you could give would be great.
He nods. He says,
Please.
"Ursa and I were friends. But some time ago, I do not remember how long, my mind was cleared, and I began to see how she and I, Melkart and Sund, we were used by the king."
So that's a lot of names that we have been kicking around for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How far away is the group, by the way?
They're like 150 feet back. You very clear, like I think as you look back over your shoulder, the first thing you see is Sarek. He's like looking around from behind a tree, like
Yeah,
waving, like Pointing. Oh.
Sark is like trying to get everyone to hide and just pointing around, and then like the realization that I'm clearly visible, and just like
You're like running back and forth with like branches and fronds, trying to like drape them over people.
And I'm like, I guess they're trying to hide, but we can obviously see them. So I'm just like waving them over because I'm like, this guy knows a lot of stuff. We should just all talk to him. Because I don't feel like I'm that close to the cave where you guys are going to like be in danger. So I guess I'm just like, hey, come here. Sark, stop screwing around.
We should go. I mean, he hasn't chopped off her head yet, so
It's okay.
isn't this something that we were told by the witch?
What?
I
Said nothing about Asher.
Yeah, we
Someone
didn't
told
ask
us
him there.
something. Hold on. We have a note somewhere. And I like start digging through all of our notes.
You've got like a portfolio, like a manila folder.
Yeah, I go through my notebook, which is not just drawings now, it is like clippings of things. We
Love
have a
that
thing here. Hold on, I'm gonna find this. On Ursa and Asher. The Death Druid stalks the forest, seeking the motes of power in her wake, death and decay. If we move quick, we can ignore her. The King's warrior will distract her long enough, but could her potent necromancies be of service to us? The Witch of the Woods is to the south. All right, that's why I thought the witch was involved.
This is the king's sword.
Yeah, so
yeah, this is the guy splitting apart stone looking for the motes of power.
So is this dude there Asher? Is that what we were saying?
I'm going to assume that.
Do you just straight up ask him when you arrive?
Yeah, I like hold the note and I'm like, are you Asher?
He barks a laugh and then he devolves into a coughing fit. And when he takes his hand away, you can see that his palm is covered with blood. He says, I see you've heard of me. Yes, hail and well met. My name is Asher.
Well, you're just the person we're looking for.
Sort of, yeah.
It is good that you found me as quickly as you did. And then he laughs, weakly.
Oh, this will not do. Can I use one of my moon shards of healing on him?
Sure.
Will it actually do something? Well, is this like an NPC thing where like, dude's gonna die and you can't resurrect him because it's video game mechanics? Or is this like, you can help this person because this is a consistent world and not World of Warcraft?
Give me an Arcana check.
All right. An Arcana check.
Wouldn't it be medicine? Or I guess it's a magical thing, so never mind.
Yep.
An Arcana check. That's 19,
Yeah,
baby.
cool. So not only does this gentleman not have blackened eyes, but as you approach and look more closely, you can see that like swimming across his skin is the same oily shimmer that makes up the dome that covers this entire city, the city of Ire, the palace compound of Ire. By reaching out with your sense of like the weave of magic, you can tell that this person has somehow been pushed out of the dome and is basically like on the other side of the cycle.
Porquet? Wait, so this dude what?
Yeah, so anything inside the dome is like subject to this recurring cycle where the world restarts at the end of every once in a while.
Right, but he's outside of it, so he's permanently dead? I don't understand. If he's outside of it, I guess we don't know what happens outside, right? We have no concept.
We don't, yeah.
Is Asher?
Is his fate tied to the fate of the city?
Does Asher have some smirk or some sort of resolve on his face that indicates that he knows the curse that he bears?
That he knows what?
The curse that he bears? Like he realizes that he's outside
he looks pretty resigned. I mean, like he's gravely wounded. He's lying there against his stone sword on top of a pile of dead bodies.
Any of us have any wine?
Wine? Wait, wine? Is that what you said?
Yes.
I do. I have 2 wines.
Is this really the time for that? I mean, how can you even want to drink
Man looks like he
anything?
could use a drink.
Oh, that's fair.
I feel like I'm drinking in the smell right now. Are we surrounded by like rotting dead bodies?
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
I hand him the wine. Like, I have wine. Here you go. Want
He
some?
takes it from you, and he swallows a drink of it, and he coughs a little bit, and then he says, "I fought valiantly here, but despite my attempts to reach my companion, her mind is gone. She, like the others, our minds were too weak. When the dome fell, they went mad."
When the dome fell? What do you mean?
Oh,
He gestures above, and if you look up, you can see faintly this shimmering field of oil above in a bubble over the city complex. And you remember back from the very beginning of the game that like you were outside of this weird shimmering dome that was encompassing the center of the city. Yeah, that's what he's referring to.
But then how are you here now?
He shakes his head and he shrugs. He says, "This magic, whatever it was, behaves strangely. I don't understand where it came from, but I know that the king is looking for an answer. I only know that his methods are wrong."
Why are they wrong?
He seeks to dominate and use people to his own purposes. He does not favor his companions with freedom of will. I only escaped when the dome fell. I sought to free my companions, but I failed.
You've seen what happens when the dome falls.
What was your question?
You've seen what happens when the dome falls, when the world ends? Does he know that?
He looks up at the sky and says, "I suppose it could happen soon."
Oh, is the king working with the cult of Dahaka?
He laughs. "Those madmen. No. The cult of Dahaka sprung up in the town of servitude. It was always a cult of the people. It was never popular within the courts."
So who is he working with then?
His advisors, his magicians, his priests. He has resources, access to libraries, materials.
How can we stop your friend?
He nods, says, "It must be done. Ursa has been seeking the motes of power. She has found 2 of them. One of them she has used to raise the gore crow which stalks these woods. An undying, reassembling monster of death. It cannot be slain.
We're aware.
The other, she has torn open her own chest, cut out her heart, and replaced it with this mote."
honestly,
Gross.
that's not a bad idea, though. If you really think about it, like, anyways, who am I to judge? We ate a god soul.
Yeah, I mean,
He coughs and then he says, "She wears its mark about her neck. As her flesh is mortal, it will not return her to life forever."
So you're saying we could slay her, potentially?
Yes, I think it is necessary.
And what about you? Are you dying?
He coughs, says, "I believe that happens to all of us in time."
No, but I believe yours may be approaching more expediently than you had initially planned, yes?
You are astute.
Is there anything we can do for you? Can we help in any way?
He says, "Leave me the wine."
Is that it?
He nods. He says, "I have my sword. I have my strength."
Sarek whispers into Kairos' ear, "We'll come back for the sword later." What? He won't need it. He'll be dead and drunk.
I have questions for you. Well, one question more important than the others. You said that you were under Ursa's sway.
Ursa, no. The king, Astafon.
And you turned against them. Were you initially helping them find the moats of power?
He inhales rattle with a rattle in his chest, and then he sighs. He says, "My companions and I, we came from the town of servitude, from poverty and service. When the king launched his assault on the town, my companions and I decided we would kill him. We fought our way through the palace, tricking the guards for an audience with the king, slaying many of his companions. We found our way to his royal gardens, and from there, he worked some kind of foul magic that turned our minds, twisted us to his service. From there, we were his trained assassins, bodyguards. That changed for me when," and then he gestures to the heavens, "when this happened, I have spent my last time here searching for my companions, attempting to free them from these traps. It hasn't worked."
Well, we kind of witnessed the greater part of that. We just didn't have that last detail of what happened after our bond was sort of severed. Right? Like we saw that part. We were the people that tricked the king into an audience. That was us.
And then we got murdered by him.
Well, in our recollection of it, something happened in the garden. We all like kamikazed a little bit. But what he's saying is that from that moment onwards, they've become his tools. This is good information to have, because this means that if we face off the king and we're not ready, he can possess us.
Cool.
Do you all
Okay.
remember the time in the past?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you not remember that?
I don't. I was.
I think you were on the air
Oh.
for bits and pieces.
Yeah.
That's when I was just a fan.
Damn.
I remember it. I think it's because we remember it. We have kind of a healthy fear of these people because we know what they're capable of.
Oh, yeah. Okay. The letter to Hadrax also talks about this stuff, too. Astafon's beloved making their moves. Asher and his bear stalk the Kingswood, splitting trees, skull, stone blade, searching for the ancient motes of power held by Dahaka devotees. Of course, they don't like Dahaka. I was asking dumb questions. Should have just read my notes.
It's okay. Like Asher's the only one who isn't gone.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's the only one
Really?
who got his mind back.
Right. And is that because of... Can I deduce if that's because of the oily skin situation? Do I know that? Because of my
You're asking if
Arcana
he's
check?
dying because of the oily skin
No.
situation?
Because I'm asking if he is not affected anymore like the rest of them because the oily skin bit has something to do with him transforming back, like breaking the hold.
You ask him sort of generally for more clarification, and he shrugs. He says, "I am a warrior. I live my life by my blade and my armor. The affairs of wizards do not concern me. What I know is that when this dome fell over this world, there were some with weak minds who fell. Their eyes turned to shadows, and they became shadows of themselves, performing routine tasks over and over.
Oh, I'm so
Something
dumb.
about this dome seems to affect the mind, and it was at that time that the king's hold on me broke.
So you, all right, Steven, totally out of character. When you say the dome fell, you're referring to the dome coming down and being put into place, correct?
Yes.
Not the
Okay.
dome failing and then something occurring after. See, I thought you were saying
Yes.
the dome failed and there was like a moment of time afterwards in which this guy was like living in a destroyed world. Like, oh yeah, that's what freed me. Okay.
No. Yeah.
You meant the dome came down like the Simpsons movie is what you're saying. Gotcha.
Exactly.
Gotcha. So then the question is, I guess that I would ask him is, does he know who created the dome?
The king, right?
Did the king?
He looks at the four of you and then he raises his hands, palms upwards, and he says, I know not. It is powerful magic. I can only imagine the king's wizards were involved somehow. Perhaps Iramon the Grey Dwarf would know more.
Damn it, we got to get back to that camp.
Well, since they were your companions and friends, I have to ask, since you've sort of failed in your task, no offense, but you have, and now it falls to us. What should we expect when facing off against them? Ursa and then the rest. I don't know if you're going to die in the middle description of Ursa, and then we'll know information about Melkart and Sund. So let's just start with Ursa and then go from there.
He
Just in
laughs.
case you
He
croak
says,
in the middle of it.
I appreciate your pragmatism.
Yep.
Ursa, she lives in a half state now. Half bear, half woman.
What?
She is a necromancer, unparalleled. She will bite and rend with her claws. She can also project a lance of dark magic from her hands.
Wait, so the top half is the bear.
What?
It said claws. I'm trying to imagine this in my mind, okay?
It's the bear body on top of lady leg.
Like a bear centaur is what I got.
No, like a werebear.
He looks at the two of
Yeah.
you and says, imagine a bear that stands like a human, has longer legs and more muscular arms
And thumbs.
and thumbs.
A werebear.
Opposable thumbs. Wow.
Ugh.
Does-
He says, Ursa is never without her undead companions. She will never face you alone. As mentioned, she has replaced her heart with one of the motes of power. It gives her unnatural life. She bears its mark around her neck, but I know not what the actual result of this is.
Is it attached to her neck or is it a necklace?
He frowns. It's hard to describe. It looks like a necklace.
Maybe
Okay.
a master thief could steal it.
How many of her undead followers would you say there are?
He shrugs. She is never alone. Her den, and he points to the cavern, is a slaughterhouse, a charnel field of death. The very ground is scattered with bones. She has material.
It becomes more clear. Okay, and what of Sund? One of
Sund-
ours has met his acquaintance.
Kind of an asshole.
King sent him into the depths in search of something I don't understand. I believe he called it Nizoon.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Boy, we should be doing that instead of this.
We should be. Anyways, yes, continue.
Sund is an
wonder-
assassin
I wonder if we
without
found
parallel.
Another, just a second, sir. I feel like maybe that's another shortcut because there was a place with running water down there we didn't go to.
Yes.
And what if that leads to that fissure that you crawled down? It
Oh,
might be
God.
another shortcut, an easier way to get back to the forward camp, to the base camp.
Well, oh God. Okay, we have to go in this cave. We have to.
We have to.
We have to.
Yeah. Okay, but continue about Sund. What should we look out for with him?
Are you done?
Yeah, we're done. Sorry.
Are you sure?
Continue. Yeah, I'm positive. Thank you.
I can wait.
No, it's cool. I don't
No
think you have
problem.
much time
I've
left,
got-
so
I've
we
got
should
lots-
probably not
plenty.
wait. Yeah, no, we're good.
Time is a relative
Says
thing.
Sund is an assassin without parallel. In a straight fight, I could take him easily. Let's just say I found him weak. I think he probably was not very smart.
Oh, so he is my opposite.
Nobody really
You're
liked him
right.
very much.
Yes, of course. It all makes sense now.
He was always like drawing stupid drawings in a notebook.
Stupid drawings. He is. Oh my God, a perfect opposite. What crazy magic is this?
My Moriarty.
His drawings are stupid. Of course.
He will
course
lurk
he'd
in
have
the
drawings.
darkness, waiting for your passage, and then he will end your life.
No,
And-
yes, that sounds like him, all right.
Melkart.
Melkart, she is powerful. Blood of the Lamb circles the sky above the
I'm
palace.
gonna get that. I'm gonna get that fucking raven. Continue though.
Scouting for what I do not know, but nothing happens on the palace compound that the king does not know. Of the four of us, it could be said that Melkart, more than the rest of us, is Astafon's right hand.
But that's more like a dog, right? Like a guard dog that really has no opinions of their own and is just like, whatever you say, master, correct?
Melkart advises the king on policy.
Right. So like, poorly.
So
'Cause
not
we're under-
lurking around in a gutter somewhere,
'cause we're like
waiting
under,
to jump people.
Because we're like under a dome, so it's working out real well.
You almost sound jealous, Sarek.
Whatever. Fine with this.
So that one should probably be the one we face last. She stays close to the king.
That she does.
That's a problem. But it's also good to know. That means that it's an obstacle we'll have to remove before we confront the king. Confronting them both might be troublesome.
He laughs, and then you see like the shadow of a memory cross his face, and he says, I would not recommend confronting the king with allies.
Is that why you're dying?
He says, our conflict with the king was years ago.
You're,
Oh, right. The first time you went there and you were outnumbered.
right, your companions didn't like do anything crazy, right? Like jump off the like, that'd be so wild if they had done that.
That would be very strange indeed.
Oh, okay, good. So, anything else we should know?
He shrugs.
Well, thanks, I guess. It's just kind of a bit, you put us in an awkward situation a little bit because now it's like, thanks for the info. We'll just leave you here to die, I guess.
Couldn't take him to saloon, could we?
Do you? So, hey, Ash, your pal, buddy. What's the word on saloon?
He looks at you blankly.
You know,
What is
saloon. Moon Saloon. You know?
Moon Saloon.
Yes.
Do you mean an old-timey Western bar where a honky-tonk piano plays in the corner, but it is on the moon?
I love that you know the phrases honky tonk and old time western. I thought it was only my people because we wrote those stories about cities far to the west, in which the legend of the honky tonk piano man was told by my people. I'm very flattered.
I
But
heard you
no,
sang
that's
us
not
a
with
song.
which I'm referring.
He shakes his head. I don't know this saloon person.
And no legends when you were raised by, I assume, parents that told you of various myths and religious-y things?
No, my parents worshipped Coronet, like all good people of the town of Servitude do.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought about you. I could see that about you. Good sport, good soul. He doesn't know anything.
He told us quite a bit, a little bit of what to expect.
Did he, though?
Hmm.
Did he really? What we learned were just things that we kind of already knew.
What about the looking glass? Have you heard of such a
What looking glass?
the
one that's
dust
like
of
that
the
we
earth
have
is
the
looking
mission.
for it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The viewing lens.
That's what it
Yeah.
is, yeah.
That's what it's
Viewing lens.
Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, totally. His eyebrows raise, and he says, "The viewing lens. I heard the king speak of it often. It was a core component of his planar scope.
We know what a planar scope is now, though.
Yarp.
I know we've asked you so many questions, and I'm so sorry to ask more. Which celestial are you trying to resurrect?
What?
When you were working for the king,
Yes.
what do you?
Surely you heard something.
You had to have. You were collecting motes of power. Did you know what for?
I don't think he knows anything but the Colosseum Stellarium.
The king asked us to find the motes of power. We have been opposed in our efforts. It seems we are not the only ones looking for these motes. You say someone is trying to resurrect a celestial?
Yes.
The king had us out looking for motes of power because he wanted us to provide material in the effort for undoing. And then he looks up towards the sky, directly at the sun.
My
The
eyes.
damage.
Why did he think he could undo the damage to the sun with these motes?
Why?
Resurrect a god.
Resurrect a god. Well, I suppose if someone were to practice on a lesser entity, some sort of celestial, perhaps they could graduate towards resurrecting a god, yes.
What god would one resurrect to save a son if one were to do such a thing? Is the sun a celestial?
What could the sun possibly be?
I mean, it's a celestial body, but is it a...
Whoa. Don't bring these heretic ideas here, miss. Celestial body, please.
Oh, it makes so much sense though, because if they just straight up resurrect the sun, and it seems that King Astafan gets a lot of his power from the sun, so he would also be strengthening himself in some way.
It's true, but resurrection was never Astafan's idea.
Whose was it?
I know not. This is the first I have heard of such an attempt.
It's not
But
resurrection.
if you know of the motes of power and you know that they are being sought for resurrection, it makes
then-
sense.
Maybe it's not just resurrection, but apotheosis.
What is even that?
Apotheosis, the ascension to godhood.
And how does one do that?
Asher laughs bubblingly, and then he says, I don't believe anyone knows, though many have tried to find out.
Well, we've seen many terrible things, so one could imagine some conceive it to be possible.
It's
As far
not
as
the
I'm
son's
aware-
death that matters. It's what happens after.
Who would
That's
have
the
possibly
line.
said that? Who would have? I don't recall that ever being said by anyone.
It was in the notes at the tower. It's not the
Oh.
son's death that matters.
Right,
it's what
right, the
happens
notes.
after.
Not that we heard anyone say that. Right, the notes.
Yeah, he says, I know not what the king plans, only that he has the materials, he has the resources. I believe he can achieve his goals. Only, I do not think he is a good man. I do not think he is worthy of having his goals achieved, nor do I trust his goals.
That's fair. Were you all just enchanted by his amazing abs?
He closes his eyes in pain. He says, they were so amazing.
Wasn't he described as like Jason Momoa?
Yes.
Oh yeah, no,
we
the
got
king is
killed by Jason Momoa is what happened to us. Yes.
ripped as hell, bronze skin,
Yeah.
topless.
That's what happened.
Obviously hasn't eaten or drunk anything in about 3 days. Ridiculous vascularity.
Well, I can see why they were enchanted. That's all I'm saying.
So, what is the king? The king is trying to save the sun? Or become the sun?
Asher spreads his hands and shrugs and says, the king's ultimate goal is not something he ever shared with us. We are simply his pawns. And I think that that's where we should leave it for a 5-minute break.
Yarf. Okay.
God damn.
Just narf.
Yarf.
Nerf!
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, we're going
Yarf.
to take a quick break.
Narf star.
Stay tuned. Sit tight. We will be back with some more in a sec. More Sunfall Cycle coming up. Bloop. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We are here. It is so nuts.
Helen Mirren called us on the break.
She did. She was calling to tell us how great we are.
She was like,
Giving
are
us
you
tips.
the Nudeberry Award-winning Sunfall Cycle? And we're like, we are. We are, Helen. And she was like, my.
4-time winning, but yeah, who's counting?
I've wanted to make sweet love to that Jesse fellow for some time. Let him buy knickers. And I
That
was
is
like,
not what she sounds like.
That's what she said.
That's what she
not
sounded
said.
like on the phone when she just
Yeah.
called us.
Oh.
Yeah. I'd like to give him the old hootsy tootsie. And I was like, Helen! In front of the rest of the cast. And she's like,
You
"Thank you."
actually think Helen Mirren says hootsie tootsie?
Oh, I know she does.
She
Helen
definitely
Mirren
says
would say
hootsie
something
tootsie.
way more poetic than that,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
think.
you're right. You're right.
Make
I'm a fool.
love is what
Yeah.
she would say.
Like, but in like a flowery, poetic way. Something
Mhm.
along the
A
lines
night
of like,
of moonlit passion.
yep.
I would like to watch our bodies melt together the way the waves crash against the ocean.
I was
You're
also
right.
thinking something about waves. I was like, yeah, there's something here, like waves,
guys, you're right.
shore,
Really,
moon.
Franz?
I was
That is
thinking
the
of Helen
best
Mirren.
Helen.
And the sounds of our lovemaking will ascend into the air like the sea foam.
You're absolutely right. I wasn't thinking of Helen Mirren. I was thinking of Glenn Close. She's nasty. Glenn Close is like, yeah, I want to ride that pony. I'm like, Glenn, calm down. She's like, you know what I'm saying. I'm like, whoa. And Helen's like, calm down, Glenn. Right? Because they're best friends, and they both call me.
Oh,
What
okay.
can I say? The aged beauties love me.
Well, Goldie
I love that
Hawn
this is
saw
your
Birds of
fantasy.
Prey with me and Britt, so
Yeah.
Goldie Hawn
Yeah.
came with us and was like, let's all go see Birds of Prey, girls' night. And then we did. We listened to Dolly Parton in the car on the way there. So
Was Dolly Parton singing, or did she?
yeah,
have her guitar
she
with
was.
her?
She was in the
She was in the-
passenger seat.
Yeah.
Live performance, carpool karaoke.
Hell yeah!
Yeah.
Well,
So
Helen and
there
I
you go.
went to see A Night of Theater. We saw.
Is that what they're calling it now?
Yes. It was a live performance.
It was a
Alive
donkey
in the
show.
nude. Alive
Was
in
it?
the
Were,
nude
were you going to
performance.
see Little Death of a Salesman?
We went and saw Nude to Kill a Mockingbird, and it was beautiful.
Steven.
Mm-hmm. It was great. We had a lot of
Did you
fun.
say nude to kill a mockingbird?
That's right, Nude to Kill a Mockingbird, and it was beautiful. And she was like, "My, I've never seen such live action." Because they
You got to
made
take her to
it.
see Equus next.
She's not a fan of horses. Turns out.
I mean, it can't all be nude to kill a mockingbird. That seems weird.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
That seems
Oh.
weird.
Let's clarify that maybe it's just the judge, or
99% of the cast was nude.
that still seems like a problem.
98% of the cast.
Anyone who doesn't interact with the child. Is that what we're trying to say? Is that what we're trying
The
to
child.
say, Jesse?
Scout has a
The
name.
child.
Look, Helen Mirren likes what Helen Mirren likes, and it's not my fault that she's crazy.
You're gonna get sued, dude. Helen Mirren sues YouTube star for calling.
You know my favorite part. would
Helen
be-
Mirren sues a small-time YouTuber.
Oh.
Here's the thing. Accurate.
Right in the Jolene.
So you
Oh.
get the cease and desist. The cease and desist would be amazing. It'd be like, Helen Mirren presents a cease and desist, a You've Gone Too Far story by Helen Mirren. And it would just be like, dearest Jesse, though you may think your jokes are funny, they are not, sir. Like, it'd be great. Yeah.
And then she
This
like,
time,
yes.
you've gone too far.
you will cease to exist in 48 hours. Like she just has a way of making people disappear.
Yeah. And then she comes out of a TV and disappears you.
She floats out of one of those like old like romantic dramedy like movies.
Yeah. She
Pulls you in and then drowns you in the ocean and then makes love to the actor. Leaves.
Whoa, that turned crazy. See?
I'm just saying.
Don't judge Helen Mirren.
Wait, great. Okay, hold on. That's the point where you're like, this.
I
comic-
forgot there were children in Death of a Salesman.
Right.
Don't come at me. I was trying to make a joke. I didn't want it
Kill
to
a
be
mom.
like, I forgot what that play was about. I just remembered a play that was a famous play. It's not my fault.
Naked Death of a Salesman, though, is.
It's not my fault. I
You
just,
said Death of a Salesman, not Mockingbird. Now I'm like, Naked Death of a Salesman. Either makes
Oh,
it
did
like
I?
really funny or like so tragic.
so
much worse.
tragic. He doesn't even have clothes.
All right, let's play some Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
20
Yeah.
minutes
That's what we do here.
before we all get sued.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So, what do you want to ask any more questions of Asher?
I feel like we've harassed this man a lot.
Yeah.
Screw him. Let's move on.
Okay. He takes a swallow from his wineskin and says, "Good luck. You'll need it."
Okay. Thank you.
Well, that's
I
not.
take it back.
That's not super encouraging.
Yeah.
I wish you'd said something else.
No, just because he failed doesn't mean that we'll fail.
True. True. You're right. You're correct in this. We
We've
have.
succeeded so far.
Yes. You're right. We've got this. And we know a lot. We know it's a death druid. We know she's a necromancer. And we have a paladin.
Yes.
And last time I checked, this is like their bag. So you know what, Kairos? Your pecking order station has been changed officially. We're just going to go ahead and put you in front. And I'm like
Lead-
nudging
lead
him with
Pekka.
my foot.
Yeah.
We're just going to have you
Yeah.
right up. Just
Good,
you go first.
The number one
Good
Pekka.
pep talk.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Mm.
I lead the way.
smite them with your divine.
Smitiness.
Yeah,
Yes, go.
do that. Pray to Jesus Cristo or whatever. You got this.
Sounds like
If
a
paladins
weird
had
name
a
for a
had a
god.
slogan, it would be "Smite makes right."
Yeah.
Let's
Mhm.
go.
No, not that. Oh God. Excellent. Okay, so Eric first, and then who's following?
Not me.
What's the marching order?
I can go behind Eric. That's fine.
I'll go third. I don't want to be in the back or the front.
Cool.
I'll cover your rear.
So the four of you proceed into the cave, and like it's just like a charnel house in here. Like it's probably 20 feet wide and delving downwards, sloping into the earth. And as you proceed, you start seeing the glow of firelight from deeper within that grows brighter and brighter as you approach. Finally, you get down to like sort of the bottom to where it twists around to the right a little bit, and in front of you is a wall of fog that glows from within with a warm, fiery light.
Sorry.
It's a nice voice in the air. You know what the dwarves woke in the darkness there. Okay. Before you lose me in the fog and stuff, I look around just make sure we have one more like ready check.
Yeah. Da-da-da. Sorry, I'm thinking World of Warcraft. Tink, tink, tink. We're all hitting ready.
Yep.
Do we? Well, I'm not sure. I'm not gonna hit ready yet because did we want to drink wine and get inspired?
Ooh, let's do that.
Just burn
We
it
could
to the
use
rest real quick?
inspiration.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can drink the rest
And
of it.
that'll recharge my entropic ward.
Yep. So you're taking a short rest,
Yep, just burning
and
short.
you are drinking wine.
How
Are
many
you also
grams of
sharing
wine do we have?
tobacco?
How far does wine get us?
So what do these things do? Let's take a look.
How many drams are in the skin of wine?
Yeah, if you share water, wine, or ale, everyone may gain temporary hit points equal to their level. And like a skin of wine, you share freely, like then it's gone.
Wait, that gives us temporary hit points?
Yeah.
7 hit points?
Showed players drink. If you share water, wine, or ale over a short or long rest,
Yeah.
everyone may gain temporary
I
hit
damn.
points.
think
to their level.
alcohol is what gives the inspiration, and tobacco heals you for a portion of the health you're missing.
No, pipe tobacco,
tobacco's just
fine
inspiration.
liquor, and luxuries are like if you tell a short tale of your past, then you gain inspiration.
Oh, and wine is
Specifically,
Okay.
drink is gaining temporary hit points. Oh, okay. So then doing both would be
Yep.
useful. Yes, and I will also puff.
I want the 52 health
and
points.
I have to share a story of my past.
Cool. Yeah. Tell us a tale.
I feel like it has to be kind of relevant to Asher.
Mhm.
I think it's going to be a story about the death of the last lore master of the Legion, and how I've gotten these books. So I kind of tell a story how it was, and maybe one of the reasons why I was so quiet. So I probably say something like,
Sorry, I didn't have much to say back there. Just reminded me of my old mentor, who was the greatest librarian and analyst of the Legion. I don't know, just it's hard to see. He also had a plan to get the Legion back, full strength, and to see their plans crumble and defeated is hard. Now, just all on my shoulders now.
Wow, that's a lot of pressure.
What?
My back is
Oh.
strong.
It would have to be. Like if you let this person down, it's like their death meant nothing. Almost. It's like they died for nothing. It's like if their legacy is gone, no one will remember them. They'll be as dust in the wind if you don't, do your job now. No pressure. Just saying. It's like their existence will have meant nothing, and you would have been a terrible disciple if you can't do the very small task of immortalizing their memory by fulfilling their last wishes. I don't know. I was just thinking that.
Speaking of
Hashtag
projections, sorry, I see.
I'm just saying.
Were you telling a story?
Awesome.
I fell asleep again.
Yeah, I passed the pipe to whoever wants it. You have to share a story of your past for inspiration.
Yep.
I'm good. No thanks.
You want inspiration? You don't want that advantage?
No, I just don't want to share my past with you.
Wow.
But you are all partaking of the wine, right?
Mhm.
Orp?
Cool. Yeah. So each of you gains 7 temporary hit points.
Temporary hit points go away first when you're hit.
Yes. Yep. All right.
Being over.
So, short rest is over. Wall of fog is in front of you. Are you ready?
I mean, yeah, let's do it.
As ready as we're gonna be.
No one else. No one else sharing story. No one else wants inspiration.
All right, I'll share a story. Fine. I'll share a story. Okay. One time I entered a village and didn't have the coin to pay for an inn or a roof over my head. However, upon my entry into the tavern, all were talking about the recent funeral of their record keeper / librarian. So I chose to pretend that I was the incoming replacement for said librarian. Now, this has relevance to your story, Kyra, so I don't want you to think I wasn't listening. So I posed as the town librarian for several weeks. Now, in this time, I was able to successfully assess which tomes were the most valuable, abscond with them, and sell them the next town over for twice their market value. So I just would like to say that wisdom is the better part of valor. Thank you for coming to my
Oh, great story.
tobacco talk. you.
Great story.
It's really inspiring. I'm basically as wise as your mentor, Kairos. Just FYI.
Excellent. Go ahead and mark inspiration.
Yeah, my very special tobacco talk. I'll be here all week. And as I was saying this, I had a headset on.
All right.
Believe in the power of your dreams. You could do anything. Thank you.
Is it time to enter the wall of fog?
I think so.
Just wearing a black turtleneck while you're doing that. Lean
Yeah.
power of your dreams.
Just steepled the whole time. Unless she takes a moment to do this.
Mm-hmm. And also to rip off the Obama with the this.
Oh, yeah. Mayor Pete does that so much. And I'm like, it doesn't look natural, man. Just come up with something else.
Obama made it look natural.
Because
when
it's an
Obama
Obama
did
move.
it,
Because he just came out and he was like, I'm doing this because he just does that. Pete's like, I want to do what Obama does. Real thing, man.
That's literally what he said too.
That's exactly how he sounds. Let's go to the fog.
Let's go through the fog and
Go to the
die.
fog.
Our inevitable death awaits us.
Let's cut to Phil for the fog report.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
All right, friends, please place yourselves anywhere you like within this red square.
Oh, we have a deployment zone. Oh shit.
Oh wow.
All right, I'm right up front.
What is all this red marking on the ground? Is that a design or is that?
That's definitely.
Oh boy,
gore.
that
That's
looks
definitely gore.
like gutsy guts.
Yeah, you look around the room, and there are like myriad of torches just like piled everywhere. So there's like torches in each of these piles of corpses. There's torches all along the wall. Like you look up to the ceiling of this massive arched chamber, and there's like thick torch smoke roiling and billowing. So when you look up, it's almost like a magical portal where there's just like, you know, this billowing liquid above you, which is just the smoke from the torches. The room is well lit. There's these piles of corpses all over. So obviously if you're walking through these areas, that's going to be difficult terrain. And then just like, you know, there's just like blood and gore spattering the ground. You can freely imagine that there are like bones and body parts just like strewn basically all across the floor. This place is a horror. So like there's no clear floor in this area. It's actually all just like destroyed. Yes, that's what you see.
Cool. I'm ready.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, I think our glorious paladin should go first.
Oh.
We don't see a person. We don't see
Nothing?
anything
We just
other
see
than
piles of
gore.
bone.
Give me a perception check.
Oh no. Are we all
I-
doing it?
I'll do it too.
I
Yeah,
too
we're
would
all-
like to perceive.
Oh my god, my rolls today are garbage.
Perfect.
No, you do not.
Great.
Just a-
Fantastic.
Just a terrible smell of bone and death around, right?
Yeah, totally.
All right.
Great.
I pick up a rock, throw it.
Amazing.
See if
Where,
anything happens.
where are you throwing it?
I'm just throwing it out like towards the rest of the gore to see if like something happens. If
Yeah,
any...
you pick up a rock and you throw it, and it clatters against this central pile of skeletons, and then like bounces and rattles and falls silent, and nothing happens. And then there's a rumbling as the pile of skeletons shifts and lifts up. And from within them, claws to the surface, this massive sized beast. Her upper body is the hulking upper body of a bear with long arms that end in like razor sharp claws, just like drenched from like shoulder to claws in blood. And she has long legs that are human-like instead of bear-like, and a head that's like a twisted amalgamation of a human face with like bear snout and beady black-rimmed, black-pooled eyes. She opens.
Don't like that.
She opens her mouth and howls, and around her neck, she has these two glowing green orbs that seem to float and hover right in front of her,
Green.
right
orbs.
at her throat. Yeah, they're about fist-sized each. So let's grab her,
Corrupted tears.
and we'll put her onto... Nope, not the map layer. Oh my god. Can I Control-Z that? Yes, there we go. Good. Token layer. There we go.
Uh-oh.
She
Yep.
doesn't have 4 arms though, right?
No, she
Nope.
does not have 4 arms. She looks like this.
Death druid.
Bah.
Oh, that's a tail.
It is a
Okay,
tail.
I thought that was 4 arms. My bad.
This is a werewolf token, but I don't think she has a tail. If she does, it's like a
Yeah.
little bob. Yeah.
Bear
So here
tail.
she is. Would everybody please roll for initiative?
Man alive.
I don't know. I'm nervous.
I know. I'm just like inside. I'm just like, we're all gonna die.
Why are y'all rolling 1? Thank you, Britt. Man, I'm just getting angry. Everybody's
We
out
got
here
this.
rolling
We
all
got
these
this.
ones.
Don't get angry.
God, guys, I don't even know what. to
Roll
do.
better.
Okay.
Roll better. Roll like you mean it.
All right, Ankara,
Damn.
you
Okay.
have the first response to this. You threw the rock. You're ready.
Oh God. Okay. Wait, guys, are we gonna like make up a strategy or do we
Okay.
want to try and
We
do
don't
this
know. We don't know what she
fireball?
does.
Yeah,
we
we,
have
we
no
just have
idea
to
what
go
she
in
does.
blind.
Okay.
We know she has a lance, some kind of dark lance.
Yeah,
That's
so probably
ranged
spread
thing.
out. I would assume. Because what if it's the type of, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Also,
what if
I
it
would
goes
imagine-
through people?
Yeah, she replaced some power to have the lance. What
I would
Asher said.
imagine these
Just
piles
for a
of
ranged
bone
attack.
are also
Reanimate.
places we should stay away from.
I would
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah, she's probably
Right,
going to
so-
reanimate it. And I don't think we should stand in line because, like, this lances typically puncture. That's all I'm saying. So, probably don't stand in straight lines.
Yarp.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Okay.
You know what, though, Britt?
Mm.
If you put up a wall of fire now, you could potentially cut her off from that pile of bone behind her and damage her.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
we could
I mean,
potentially
we might as well just toss it up and see.
like cordon off. Like we can't obviously cordon off all the bodies, but we might be able to cordon off some of the bodies.
Yeah.
In car, you could always try seducing as a wolf.
True.
What if we don't?
As a bear, as a wolf.
Oh, as a bear. Yeah.
No. What if? Are you telling me that she's
That's
lost
totally
her
I don't
legitimate.
know.
mind she's like such a bear that she's going to be like, oh, another bear? Yeah, that seems like sexy times. And that's how we're going to defeat this thing? You're going to kill Ankara.
She also
Ankara's
might be able
going
to
die.
absolutely recognize that I'm not a real bear and that I'm a druid in the shape of a bear.
Ankara will be eaten.
I mean, wouldn't that mean she successfully seduced it?
Torrance, I knew you were going to do that. I saw it in your eyes, saw the glisten. And I want to let you know, Helen Mirren is watching and does not approve.
You're right.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Helen Mirren loves it. Are you kidding me?
Oh, what a dirty bird she is.
Come on.
All right, Ankara,
All
what are you
right.
doing?
Ah, shit. Okay, hold on. How close? That looks like it's like 80 feet away. Oh, I can cast it from 120, so I can definitely cast it from where
75,
I am.
80.
70, 80, yeah.
Near square, 16 squares.
Nice. But we wanted to spread out a little bit, so maybe I should move away slightly. Wow, I can't believe I guessed so close. Really
Nailed
proud
it.
of myself. I eyeballed that. We don't want to go too close to these guys, so I don't know, like maybe like over here.
We can't see where here is, but
Yeah,
Oh, there
sorry,
we go.
I was just moving it.
sure.
Yeah, that seems.
Are you in
Fine.
range to
Yeah, it should be. It should be totally good. Okay.
give her some pepper?
Yeah, let's cast a wall of fire.
Sweet.
Where? On it? Like around her?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Well, we talked about doing it like around. So like behind. Can we do that? I guess I'll just cast it like directly behind her.
You probably want to put it in front of her,
Or
just
in-
because like
yeah.
then she'd have to walk through it or around it. And
Well, I
walking
think-
through it is
Maybe
bad.
like diagonal?
Bronze, what you're thinking, put the wall behind her so she can't have access to like a skeleton army if that's something that she can do.
Yeah, so if she
Yeah,
raises
that's what I
them,
thought you were thinking.
then
Oh,
they
that's a
have
cool
to walk
idea.
through it. You
Yeah.
know? That was just my thought, is because
Yeah.
like if we can set up like a couple walls, we can restrict like how many minions she can bring down on us, because we know it's coming. Like he told us, confirmed,
Yeah.
that she always rolls with the posse.
Can-
So if we
we
can,
do something crazy where like we mathemagics this thing and see how there are there are 4 bone pits on either side. Can we block off all 4 with the power of walls?
we could. Steven was a bastard, however, and did specify that the entire floor is littered with bones.
How big is wall of fire?
So I mean, I don't think that would
I have a token
completely
for it.
like eliminate it, but I think it would just like
I mean,
reduce how many we have to deal with potentially.
Sure.
unless like I guess we don't know, but if I don't know what she needs to do to like raise the skeletons, like
Same.
I mean, if it's just a matter of her being able to do that, whether the wall is behind her or not, we might as well put
Yeah.
it in front so that all of them are behind the wall.
Fair.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because we
How
don't know.
thick is the wall?
The wall.
It's 1 foot thick, 60 feet long. 20
Yes.
feet high.
Okay. Not a lot. And 20 feet wide?
20 feet high, 60 feet long.
Ah, okay. 10, 15, 20, 25. But can you like bend it into a shape?
All right, folks. Clock is ticking on our session today.
Yeah.
We can do a V shape.
Yeah. Draw the V and then I'll just copy and paste this fire on it. so it
Okay, let
looks
me
cool.
look. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep. What do you think? Like something like this, guys? Kind of? The color's bad for this.
Sure. I got an animated one.
This. I don't know how that's not measured at all to regulation, but just like in that direction. Yeah. You guys like that?
That should be
Okay.
fine.
Sure. It forces her to us.
Yeah. So the flames are facing in, right? Because
The flame is facing towards Ursa.
they only face one way, right?
Yes.
Like that?
That's what I understood, Eric.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Now
Okay,
we got
yeah, this
burning
wall of fire erupts. When the wall appears, each creature within its area must make a dexterity saving throw. So she does. Boom. Succeeding. on a failed save, 5d8 fire damage, half as much on a successful save. So, Britt, would you roll 5d8? So 15 damage. All right. Minus 15. Killer.
Oh boy.
It is Ursa's turn. Let's see. So at the start of turns, let's see. Bloop, bloop, bloop. One side of the wall. Ends its turn within 10 feet or inside the wall. Okay, cool. Yeah, so Ursa runs. Let's see. One, two, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then she howls and points. And the four of you feel this twist inside of your head.
Nah, I don't.
No, don't. No, that's not what happens. And then a massive zombie resurrects from this pile of corpses over here. So let's add a turn and roll for initiative.
Wait, is that why does that say ogre zombie?
Well, comparable size, strength, ferociousness.
So it's not like a human size.
No, it's definitely large.
God.
And then
You and I are fighting now.
Ursa points at you and Kara and unleashes a lance from her palm. In your direction.
Fantastic.
Hitting you. And each target between Ursa and her target must make a DC 15 dexterity saving throw or take the same damage.
Called it.
So
Just want to say I called that. Don't stand in the line. I did call
attack,
that.
you take 17 necrotic damage.
Great. And we had 7 temp hit points, right?
We had what? Yes, you had 7
Okay.
temporary hit points. Yep. So you take 10
56.
real damage.
Cool.
So then this ogre zombie comes lurching in the direction of the party. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's all it can do. It can only move. It can't do anything else. Aya, your turn.
Sorry, I'm already theory crafting. So if I were to hit this with a repelling blast, does this put it in range of the fire?
No. Because it has to, when it ends its turn.
Yeah, exactly. Its turn end has already happened.
But at the beginning of its next turn.
Nope.
Wall of Fire doesn't stipulate at the beginning of a turn. I literally had it open. I was reading the shit while this was happening.
Wall of Fire.
So she
gets
could
into
just
action.
move forward again, is what you're telling me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's yeah.
Okay.
Could
Fire
I
damage to each creature that ends its turn within 10 feet of that side or inside of the wall.
Yep.
Okay, so she would be in range. She just wouldn't take damage right away.
And she wouldn't take damage until the end of her turn, and she would definitely move
Stayed
away.
there.
Okay, I'm somehow kind of okay with that.
I can box
A
her
little
in.
bit.
I have
Yeah,
the
that's
spell.
what I'm thinking. We just need to keep her the fuck away from us a little bit. So, I don't think I'm gonna try to dissonant whispers her because I don't know, metagaming a little bit. I feel like she's probably wise with the magics and shit she's using.
Yeah.
Whoops, wrong button. I think I'm going to move. Well, it's directly back from me. That's fine. Okay. I think I'm gonna use my inspiration, and I'm gonna try to. Yeah, I'm gonna try to slap her with a Eldritch Blast.
Okay. This ogre zombie tries to swing its Morning Star at you and misses.
Okay. All right. So, okay, oh my God, I nervously accidentally closed my character sheet.
I'm just realizing that we were gonna put the wall in front of her and then just put it behind her.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot. Oh,
No, you're
damn
fine.
it.
Okay, so should I hex her? Should I save the spell slot, team?
If
What's
you
the
can
odds
push-
you think she takes necrotic damage?
She's a necromancer. Probably none.
Probably
Yeah.
Zero.
Low.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna smack her with 2 Eldritch Blasts, and I get advantage.
Knock
Cool.
her back.
23
doesn't affect
nails her.
saving throws, right?
18 nails her. For 13 and also 11s.
And it sends her 20 feet back.
Nice. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Kairos, your turn. We'll go all the way to the
right,
top of the initiative
yeah.
order, and then we'll do a wrap up. So,
I think I'm going to start taking down this ogre that's in front of me.
okay.
So I'm going to smack it once with my frozen spear. 14 do it?
14. How much is its armor class? Its armor class is 8. So yes.
Awesome. And then should I? I'm going to burn a Wrathful Smite on it.
Cool.
The idea here is if I can make it frightened of me, then it's going to have to run around more. No, I'm just going to actually just burn it for a regular smite damage to it. Let's just do damage and then burn a level 2 slot for additional smite. So it actually does 3d8, so it's going to do 48 damage, right?
Yep.
It's an extra, so it's an extra damage is 2d8 plus 1d8 for each spell out, so that's 3d8, so then 48 because it's an undead.
Yep.
That's right, yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to hit my level 1 twice. Yeah, it's
Cool.
48. So 11
That's
plus 22.
22.
33.
Damn.
That's one attack.
Very nice.
You have a whole other
I didn't mean to hit
attack?
damage. I didn't mean to hit damage. I meant to.
Yes, he has a second
13.
attack. You hit.
I'm just gonna do
11 damage.
another 11 to it.
Okay. Is that it for you?
That's it for me, and I'm hoping maybe Sarah can finish it.
Okay. Ursa comes running. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Does Ursa have reach? Yes.
Entropic ward. I'm preemptively
Oh.
because I think I have to call it before you attack, otherwise it's cheating. So I'm just gonna say, you probably see me ink myself early.
All right. Well, Ursa has a multi-attack. So first she performs a lunging bite on you, Aya. Missing you.
Okay.
And then she fires a necrotic lance at Ankara. Hitting. Dealing you 15 necrotic damage, Ankara. And now it's Sarek's turn.
Okay.
Cutting action, or just slash it up.
I'm gonna cunning action and back away. I imagine to like Hearsies, if I
Cool.
can.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, I'll try and shoot this guy.
That won't actually be far enough.
Okay, cunning action to Hearsies. Can I do that?
Yeah. Only because it has a 10-foot reach.
I mean,
Gotcha.
So, like, you have to
technically
be
it only
without
matters if you're within 5 feet. It actually, I think it even just stipulates 5 feet. But
Oh,
like,
okay. It's not.
you can move far enough to get out of its threatened range.
I'm just trying to get away from it and the giant
You don't have disadvantage.
bear creature. Anyway, goosh.
Nice. Nailed him.
And skidoo. 14 damage.
How did you roll 4 1s on your sneak attack?
Well, I've been rolling ones all day, my
You
friend.
literally rolled 46 and you rolled 4 ones. Holy shit.
Wow, that's incredible. All
Yeah,
right.
Really took it down there.
Well, folks, we'll pick up next time at the top of this next round with Ankara ready to act.
Ayo. All right. Well, poop. That's it for us, I guess. We'll probably do just fine. Next week probably won't be 2 hours of us fighting this battle. We'll be fine.
Okay. We need to switch up. We need to switch tactics. I need to go take on Ursa, and you all should take this and the zombie.
I still have my flame wall. If we can just get her back, we can pin
Yeah,
her
that's
in.
what I mean. I can draw her and force her to fight me, and I can fight next to the wall.
Oh my god, you can fight her in a ring of fire.
I
are
will
my hero.
Thunderdome.
You are my hero.
I'll try to knock her into it, but I have to keep hitting, which
I
will
run
be
Bartertown.
Oh my
fun.
god. You master, I'm blaster. Let's do it. I'm ready. Put my Tina Turner legs on. Let's do it.
Let's do
Oh
it.
my god, I'm ready. Okay. Well, that's it for us. Thank you so much for tuning in, for being crazy and wild, and liking all the nonsense we get up to. But if you want to find out what other nonsense we get up to, Britt, what you doing this week?
I'm working. That's pretty much all I'm doing. But thanks everyone for hanging out. This is fun. And I hope everyone has a good weekend. And I'm just my name on Twitter and Instagram if you have any interest at all. Yeah, I don't know. That's me. Watch all these lovely people do their shows because they have some really cool stuff they're doing.
Great promotion for Steven.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Steven? What show are you doing?
Not much. This coming Sunday, I think, is our next show of Scum and Villainy, which I'm running. Or I'm not running, but I'm playing a character in with Strash, who is one of the authors of Scum and Villainy. Is running that game for us, and then I'm playing with Sean Nittler, Jen, and Lauren, who are super cool game designery folks. So you should, there's the book cover for Scum and Villainy. Super fun space opera adventures. I'm highlighting my wonderful kitty over here. Excellent. Other than that, not much else is going on for me. Maybe you are not aware, but in case you aren't, I'm working on writing a role-playing game. It's called Forged in the Marches, which is a West Marches style dark fantasy role-playing game about exploring a dangerous wilderness with your friends. And you can follow me on Twitter at Silent Osiris. The O is a 0 if you want to see updates on all that stuff.
Bronze, what you doing?
Hi, hello. I'm that Browns girl. I'm doing the normal stuff. I've got my morning talk show on Twitch. I'm prepping for a changeling game I'd like to be running soon. And I have a secret gig down in LA that I'm gonna be gone for the next couple of days. And I'm still posting content on Twitter. I post occasionally funny videos there. So
every time you go to LA, you always come back like, well, I just spent the week with insert famous celebrity.
Yeah.
And I did the best roleplay thing where I played an orc named Grizilla, and now I'm famous. And I'm like, cool. And so that'll happen. Can't wait to hear that story.
I played D&D with Helen Mirren.
If you played D&D with Dame Helen
on
Mirren,
the beach. On the beach. By the way,
I would invite you all.
Around us.
I would
We
never
made love.
forgive you. I'd never forgive you. If you played D&D and then made love to Helen Mirren, I'd never forgive you.
oh my God.
I would hold that against you.
I would let you
till
saw
I
my
died.
fingers though, Jesse.
I don't want your secondhand Mirren. I don't want that. I would hate you. You would become my nemesis.
Are you saying that secondhand Mirren is better than no Mirren at all?
No, I'm saying no Mirren is better than secondhand Mirren. I don't want...
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant.
Steven had to leave. Steven, you made him leave.
He's gone.
You
I
made
think the
him
show's
go.
over, guys. Wait,
I'm not a
Eric,
part of
did
this.
Eric go?
Nah, don't worry about it. I don't want
Eric
to follow
should
that.
go.
I'm not following that.
Hey, Eric.
Eric needs to
What are your
go.
thoughts on secondhand Mirren? What do you think?
Get to Eric. We're done with this one. Eric.
It's not the proudest, but I would prefer the none, I think.
Yeah, I feel like it's insulting not
proudest
because it's
answer.
Mirren, because it's bronze.
Oh. Wow.
I just feel
Wow,
like
the zingers.
Oh.
Eric doesn't feel that way about me. We bonded over Indian food. We're basically
did.
best friends now.
I'm a 5-star friend to Jesse.
Mm-hmm.
You are. You are.
Friend.
You are.
Jesse's swiftly dropping below the critical 4.75 star cutoff point. 4.5 star cutoff point.
Why? That's bull patoots. All right. It's just like Uber all over again. You poop in one guy's car. Anyway, that's it for us. Thank you so much for tuning in. We love you all. We'll see you guys next week. Be good. And remember, if Helen Mirren asks you to play D&D on a beach, don't tell Bronze, because she will ruin that. She will ruin it for you.
That's the
Early,
lesson to walk away with
insatiable.
today.
Bye, everybody.
You know, where's the payoff? Bring the strippers and booze. We do occasionally talk about video games. Bring the strippers and booze. Out of time for video games. Bring the strippers and booze.
Oh, thank God, I don't need pants now.
Hey, JC, what are you doing? Not much. Making a fortune.
Yeah, now sing the music.
Bring the strippers and booze. I'm here to ask and answer one simple question.